man. That was
promise
the second time.
I promise I won't drink too much.
And Charlie, wait, you got crabs?
What? Hey, it's the podcast.
Oh wow, it's live.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up?
Internet.
This looks
podcast.
like feces.
Yeah, what is that?
That don't look
Get
good.
to the what's up?
Is that
Okay,
a sponsor?
well, welcome to Off Topic.
Oh, look, you decided to join the fucking gang.
Featuring me,
I'm
Jeremy
Jack.
Dooley. That's
You
Matt
don't
Bradford.
get the privilege of having
That's
your name down
Alfredo.
there.
That's Jack Patillo.
Oh, well, I'll get
and
over
then that's Trevor Collins.
You made Steffi take another photo, Matt.
And
And she's taking it vertical, too. She's not even taking it
And-
horizontal.
Hey.
hold on,
can tell
this
she gives
episode
no
of Off
fucks at
Topic,
this
I'm gonna
point.
let you guys know something real quick.
Oh, what?
That's that this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Candid, Felix Gray, and Hims.
So there you go. They're all there.
Oh, we don't have a thing.
Oh yeah,
No, yeah,
they're
yeah,
there.
they told us.
Are you blind, idiot?
they tell
They're
us?
Right there.
Yeah, you weren't here. You
They're
came
right
in late.
there.
They were like, hey, by the way, we're not going to have pop-ups today. So those of you audio listeners, usually we have a little video or a little graphic representation of our ads. Probably be on the VOD, but
Leave
not
it-
on the initial one.
Leave it to Achievement Hunter to like make a talking point about a small flaw that most people won't even experience.
I'm trying to help the audio listeners. This is the least audio-friendly podcast. Oh, no, excuse me, the most audio-friendly podcast that
On the
exists at
planet.
Rooster Teeth. And so I'm just helping by narrating the stuff that audio listeners might not be able to see.
and the subject goes on.
Maybe our vision impaired people
Far
as well
longer than it
who
should have.
can't watch the podcast. I'm helping them along. Right now, Alfredo is wearing a nice Achievement Hunter this new Achievement Hunter box shirt.
That's a
It
nice
has-
shirt.
For our audio listeners, I'm actually holding Alfredo's hands. We're
That's true.
grasping each other's hands thus.
Matt is currently
Never mind.
he's floating on a cloud.
That's true.
Was it like
So
what's it
it's-
like a two?
It's a Lakitu.
That's a lot of things happening right now.
Oh, really?
Graphic.
At least misspell him or something.
It was bound to happen.
Spell them.
Jeremy is currently
Stroking himself. Jeremy's taking off his shirt. I can't believe it. Now
I mean,
his
so it's
pants
just a
are falling.
typical podcast, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
All the normal stuff.
Right.
and Trevor has no pants on, so
There it is.
that's a good visual representation for you. I myself am
regardless,
wearing a suit of
welcome.
armor.
Don't worry, I'm a never nude. I always have jorts under
Hey,
my...
this is a weird group. I say that even though this group was on like
Yeah,
a couple
a
weeks
couple
ago.
weeks ago.
Apparently we were. I vaguely remember
Right, yeah, that
episode.
one went to hell real quick.
Yeah, you guys all got
Oh,
annihilated.
yeah.
I think it went well. I enjoyed
No
it.
one remembers that one.
Oh, I remember. I was sober the
Yeah,
whole time.
You were fine.
I was drunk, but you guys were drunk enough for all of us. So I was like, I'll
yeah,
just
you
be
guys
the
did
quiet
another
drunk.
We did the
Yeah.
Let's test
Yeah.
that I'm still working on.
Yeah, so that was the one.
That's
where,
what I don't remember.
It's-
I remember
it's
most
really
of the
fun.
podcasts, but I don't remember the last.
I just remember like being in the room and then looking through the window and you guys in lab coats just yelling at everybody.
As soon as the
I
podcast
was like,
ended, I
what
ran
the
over to
fuck is
stage
happening in
two.
there?
And I was like, "Where's hey, do you guys have any lab coats in here?"
Oh, absolutely.
And
they
I
do.
was talking to Erica. She's like, "Why? Like, are you gonna give them back?" I was like, "I'll be honest, up in the air." She was like, "Okay." She's like, "Gave them to us."
Man, oh, dude, we put out a video yesterday for first members. If you're watching this live right now, yesterday for first members, that it's one of my favorite things we've done in a while. It's the not escalation. It's the contracts and Hitman.
I think it was an escalation.
Was it escalation?
Yeah.
No, it was a contract. It was a contract because Ryan played it first, and then Gavin had already beaten that one. The elusive target.
Oh,
that's what
elusive
it was.
target.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah.
elusive target.
It wasn't
Yeah, I
elusive
guess it
target
was.
because Ryan did it first. Took like 40 or like 30 minutes, and then Gavin. It was when we sprayed Gavin in the face with the neon stuff because he had like a red.
He
get the
did have
Rufio
red
stuff.
hair.
Oh,
yeah.
And I'll just say, if you don't normally watch those, just skip to where Gavin starts because he had to go to the podcast, so he was mashing buttons in order to start the thing up. And what happens is one of the funniest things I've
It
ever
was
seen.
it
so
was
good.
extremely funny.
So that's available now if you're watching this on YouTube. It's already available. Go watch
I'm pulling up the hashtag. I haven't looked at the hashtag in a while because we normally have the chat going.
it. Yeah, we
which is
normally
awesome.
have the
yeah.
chat, but
Well,
someone ruined it.
Like I
Like
said,
it's gone
broadcast
now.
over here, insubordinate, and Charlie.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow, it's now
Support.
Yeah, it's
back
a
up.
shotgun revolver. That's
My
what we used
vanity
in that.
monitor. That's only for me.
We used a gun in that Hitman episode called the Striker, which I got my playthrough when I was like playing at home and stuff like that. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, I remember
That's
that,
the
yeah.
pistol that launches people when you shoot.
Was
them.
it essentially a
Ryan was playing around
deagle or?
Yeah. All right. So and
Are
then
you
people
talking about like
pointed out
the one that's like effectively the noisy cricket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Noisy cricket.
And it has
wicked
over
on you.
penetration, so it kills multiple people. And
What
stuff
am I
like that.
doing?
And people are pointing out in that episode, I talk a lot about Magnum and how video games use the term Magnum. So
Magnum.
I guess when they call a gun a Magnum, right, it means it fires Magnum ammunition, right? That's just what it means.
Sure.
Sure is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because my understanding when I was younger, not knowing anything about weapons really, is I just always thought of a Magnum as like a revolver. because
the
I only
brands.
ever heard of like a 357 Magnum and stuff like that and all that. And
That like Resident Evil did that to me, where it's like a 6-shooter. I always saw as like a Magnum,
as a Magnum,
Yeah, because,
right?
yeah.
But then
the broken butterfly.
then in Left 4 Dead 2, there's a Desert Eagle that they call a Magnum. Like in Left 4 Dead 2, it's just a Desert Eagle. It's a sidearm that you can get, and it's called a Magnum. So I guess anything that fires a Magnum ammunition can be called a Magnum. But then, like, I always hear it referred to with revolvers, but then, like, a revolver and a Magnum aren't the same thing. But and I was, like, getting into that conversation. Then all the people who know exactly what the definition is were yelling at me.
Is it the situation where like a revolver can be a Magnum, but like not all Magnums can be like it's one.
Like, not
but
all
the other way?
revolvers are Magnums. But no, but it's
some
not.
Yeah.
Can you draw a Venn diagram? Is there a pie chart you can make out of
Yeah,
this that
so
we could explain
it's
for us?
something. It's
Dude,
something.
Dude, it's the same
Weapons.
argument with like Clip and Magazine, and there's like a whole thing.
Right,
about,
Clip
like,
and
I'm
Magazine are
just
very
like,
different.
I don't know, man.
I always get it wrong.
I just look at how accurate the gun is in the video game, what's the fire rate, and what's the TTK on it.
Shells versus rounds versus bullets. So if you're wondering where everyone else is right now, Michael and Lindsay took a couple days off because it was Iris' birthday yesterday.
Yeah, first birthday.
Peanuts
Iris' first
going up
birthday.
so fast.
Jeff is currently in Orlando, Florida at MegaCon, I believe is what it's
That
called.
is really
Magnum
Harry
Con.
Potter world. Let's be
Magnum
real.
Con. And then Gavin is
Magnum Dom.
Gavin.
he's Gavin, so he's probably
He's
on
elusive.
the moon right now, knowing him. And
Ryan was walking on a beach with his wife.
Yeah, Ryan's taking his first
getting struck by
vacation
lightning.
ever. Like he's taking his first vacation, or not ever, but he's taking his first vacation sans his children in like 6 years.
That's awesome.
So that's awesome for him. So he's off. So that's where everybody's at.
We're very low staffed.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the staff.
Yeah, we played a game together yesterday that quickly I fell in
this
love with.
group
It-
did.
Love this
This
game.
group right
Awesome,
here.
dude.
We played. It's a game called Raft or The Raft.
Yes.
Raft.
Raft.
Yeah,
Just
just Raft.
It's basically Sky
Raft.
Factory on water with a shark that is constantly floating around you. It was so much fun, and like now all I want to do is play that game, and so
But then like that whole trend of like very low staffed, it continues. It
Yeah,
continues
yeah,
into
yeah.
next week, I think, because Monday, no one has work Monday, Memorial Day, go America, taking a day off.
then I'm going somewhere that I can't say where I'm going.
Right. Jack's
Yeah.
going somewhere. And then I think so Ryan's still out like till
Ryan's out
midweek
till
or something.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Jeff is
Jeff
out
is a
until
wild card.
midweek, I believe. he
Right.
comes back.
Gavin is gone. Right. He doesn't exist. Michael's I think out all week
Is he?
I thought he came.
He's out until Thursday, I think.
until Thursday.
Yeah, I come back on.
Wednesday.
I'm here on
Damn.
Friday. Like
and you're here on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm out all week except Tuesday.
And then, what is it, starting Saturday, Trevor and I are gone for a while.
Yeah.
We're going for almost a week.
Yep.
So it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
Along
Yeah,
with
and
a couple other people.
and then starting the next Tuesday, I'm gone for like 2 weeks. I'm literally gone. I'm away from Austin from Tuesday until the next Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is
So,
like holy shit.
People are
So-
dipping in and
people
out.
are in and out all over the place.
Nuts.
Getting
I'm
content done, getting the content we need to get done is difficult because it's we like to have certain cast like the good thing about having like 10 on-screen talent like we do, like 11 if you count Andy as well.
Oh yeah.
Is like we can always have enough people for a video, but there are certain videos that we're like, we need at least these people in this video.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft and GTA are like that. We like to have like, at least 4, if you can still call it the main 6,
Yeah,
which we don't
yeah.
really use very often anymore. We
It's like
to
the
have
old.
at
It's like
least,
the old 6 at this
at least
point.
3 of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
3 of them like in there. So, but
Yeah,
just
I
stuff
mean,
like
and that's the thing. It's like as we've grown, more opportunities to come up, which means you're gonna lose some of the old, like the more veteran cast members you've seen for a long time because like stuff like Achievement Hunter will pop up. It's like, hey, we need to be out of the office for a week now to go shoot something, and as more projects pop up, like we're doing a thing next week where it's like we're pulling a bunch of people out to go shoot a really cool thing for first members coming out at some point. And it's like, okay, so we're trying new things, we're trying different stuff. So you're gonna see more cast, more people that popping up that you won't see more. I mean, we've been fortunate to bring in someone like Alfredo, and like Matt's been kicking ass lately, and Trevor's been kicking ass lately. So you're gonna see these people who are showing up more and more often. And and that's sort of the beauty. As we've grown our talent pool, we're starting to add more in, having different mixes. Like I think it was the 5 of us yesterday, which is like one of the weirdest groupings ever. But we had a lot of fun, made some really great videos.
Yeah, Raph was awesome.
Raph
And
was
so
a ton of fun.
you're gonna see more stuff like that. So I mean, I mean, and I know there's gonna be pushback from the audience. It's gonna be like, well, I want to see only these people. It's like, as we grow, you're going to see those people just in different situations and kind of one or two of them in different things. So
Well, you like to stick with what's familiar, and
I
like,
get it.
that's
Of
not a bad
course.
thing.
Yeah.
But also like it's also like it's nice to kind of expand your horizons a little bit.
You also have to understand what you're asking for, right? Or where you see it's like, okay, cool. I love the old school cast. I love that they're doing all these big production things. Well, guess what? That means that they can't do more like day-to-day stuff.
Exactly.
It also like
People
we
will
are
be
at a point
jumping
where
around.
it's becoming physically impossible. Like if for example we kept the OG just 6, right? It'd be physically impossible to do the things that we do now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
never.
So-
that 6 is never around.
Yeah.
like at the same time.
yeah,
Well,
I
it's
think
just, that's the thing of success, right? It's like you get too busy to do the thing you originally did because new opportunities
It's true.
come up for you.
Fireball too.
we have fireball. Do we need
Holy
rum?
shit!
I wasn't gonna drink.
You ended a
that.
conversation.
What?
Do we have alcohol?
Listen, and I've been told
I saw that
I've been
comment.
told-
You saw it too.
by several people, including Kent, who said that he's watching me and will
What?
alert me if I break this
what's
promise.
Kent
I
gonna
told
do?
Kent I wouldn't get drunk because I need to do a sponsored
You never
video.
get drunk, Jeremy. You
gonna
just
go get a
get
Coke.
buzzed.
I just turn into
Deeply buzzed.
turn into me. Drunk Jeremy's more me.
Bring rum.
That's
It's Jeremy concentrated.
Honesty juice.
Okay, get a Coke then.
That's what getting drunk does to me too, except I
Coke.
slur words a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beverage.
See, and people acting like, oh, they won't like it if Jeremy's in the video. Like, wow, this is great.
So I just top of the show we talked about
Ate
this
one of those
feces.
shit bars,
Yeah. I just suffered through one of these suckers.
What is that?
It's not honestly it doesn't taste that bad. The problem with these what is
got
it?
egg whites
The
in it.
RX bar, you know. 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, and no BS. So there's literally no bullshit, but they didn't say anything
But,
about
but
human
like,
shit.
no BS, but looks like BS.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's so sticky and so heavy. Like Michael's been having them
Name of
every
your
morning
sex tape.
too.
Yeah, he is.
We have them
Sticky
over
and
in,
heavy. Ugh.
They have them over there in the snack area. Like,
Oh, Fredo.
they're healthy, they're good, but
Oh,
like,
I love
Right,
it.
Wow,
just help with
thick.
the liquor.
Oh, it's rubber too, so you can drop it.
Thick with 3 C's. But yeah, someone also pointed out, I
baby.
am drinking out of a Spyro glass. Thank you very much for noticing.
picking this
you have
BS out of my
your,
teeth.
I like that
What's
all
that?
of our pint
Hang on,
glasses
let
have been
me-
replaced with these
Let me
giant
just take a
fucking
shot
bottles.
real quick.
These are like
Hang
this
on.
is the smallest drink you can get here.
Yeah, let me just take a shot real quick. Oh, you don't like that side with the dragon on it? Let's go to the title. There we go. Oh, that's really good.
Brought to you by a child's game, Spyro. Drink up, baby.
The drinking
Oh
game.
man, I don't know if that alcohol really hit the spot. Let me just.
I knew you had it.
Man,
I just
Jeremy's holding a
Fucking
Spyro
hell,
flask.
Jeremy.
can't open it. Just put that away.
Oh,
That's
it's back,
money bags,
it's back in the pocket for now.
That's about a shot, right?
yeah.
Speaking
That's
of,
like that gif or that video clip of that woman. Add a shot of vodka. It's just like it just pours out. That's Jack right here. Add a shot of whiskey or rum or whatever you had,
Rum.
and it's just
Yeah.
easily 3 or 4 shots.
By the way, these are all gifts.
oh shit!
All over your phone.
Never mind.
Don't worry, it's water resistant.
I tried doing it without looking and I missed.
Jeremy
You
likes
all right?
Spyro. Water is wet.
Yeah.
That was my quote in the yearbook thing that's in the Achievement Hunter box. It's just
Oh, yeah.
water is wet.
The achievement box is going out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We got a yearbook photo. It's already out of date. Neil's
Give me the
basically
fucking
dead.
wet one.
Yeah,
even
Neil's
that
in it,
wet.
which is funny.
Neil
You wiped
has
yourself down with it and then
moved
tried
on.
to hand it to me.
wiped
no
the
longer
spots
part of
down
this.
on
He
my
took first
body,
world.
He
Jack.
took his yearbook photo and then
Yeah.
he was like, all
Trying
right,
to
well,
preserve
I'm not gonna do anything
I
else.
peeked here.
See you later.
Next
I'm
thing.
out.
So, bye, Neil. Anyways.
God, I'm all wet.
Oh, that's right. Neil's dead.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh well.
Wait,
Have they started putting out anything yet?
Neil went the way of
Neil's
of
putting
Caden
out
and
now?
Miga.
Oh, I should also point out the last time I was on the
And
podcast.
Caleb. That's
On off topic, I was
Yeah, at all.
complaining that
Dirk.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine had been canceled because it was like Friday. And it was like, oh fuck, Brooklyn Nine-Nine got canceled, and then like the next day it got picked up by NBC.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Wait,
Sunday the
I'm-
podcast came out, so it was just me complaining about a show that had already been picked up again. So
Good.
anyway, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
There
Sad,
goes
sad for the
Jack.
Mick. Sad for the Mick, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yay.
yeah.
Waters.
I really like the internet for times like this, where if a show that you're super passionate about is canned, this like you have a place
could
for your
rally.
voice, right? Because like
Yeah.
before, maybe like 20, 30
Bring
years
back
ago,
Danny Phantom.
Okay, we'll start
that
that
voice.
I will be live action Danny Phantom.
Well, they brought back Justice League.
I already went.
Young
Go.
Justice?
Young Justice, yeah.
That's not
Well,
Danny
it's going
Phantom.
to.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
crime show.
Netflix
It's-
said they were going to pick
Watch
it up.
Young
in the
Justice.
process.
It's like a 12-year-old lawyer.
Yeah.
Young Justice.
My client.
It's like baby legs.
Speaking of that, did Community ever get 6 seasons?
No, wait, no, it did the 6th season on Crackle or
something
some
like
bullshit
real
thing
weird.
or
Yahoo.
Yahoo. That's what it was.
Interesting.
Holy shit, Yahoo's still news to me.
Yeah.
When was the last time anybody used Yahoo?
But then
I don't know. I know. I found out today Jeremy has a Hotmail.
That's my main email.
What? You'd be better off with Bing.
Actually, I think Jackie's main email is Yahoo too.
If I need, here's
Weird.
how I get into
It's
my.
the legacy thing where it's like all my old stuff has Yahoo. I might as well just make all my new stuff.
But at that point, your legacy has so much spam. I just moved it over to
I
email.
don't read any of it.
You don't read your spam? What are you,
annoying.
insane? If I want to get into my Yahoo email address, here's the path that I take.
Go for it.
Go to Yahoo because I need to get into like a really old account for some reason. God knows why.
Yeah.
Go to Yahoo. Recover my password. It sends it to another old Yahoo. Recover that password. It sends it to an old Hotmail address that I used to have. I recover that password. It goes to a Gmail, and at that point, I just lost interest and I went outside or something. Like that. You know,
there it is.
something completely
I
different.
did that once, but I got
Yeah.
through it. So I set up 2-step verification. So now they'll just text me a new password.
Listen, I didn't have a cell phone when I started with
Okay,
Yahoo.
that's fair.
Katie still
13 years old.
Katie still has a Hotmail account for a bunch of her old stuff.
Yo.
It's just like,
do I.
really? See, I'm on
I
Gmail.
still use a Hotmail. I don't use it, but it's like attached to my Xbox, so I still have it activated.
That's exactly it.
And it's
like-
lasted long enough to now
I switched
started
off
when I
a
was
lot of my
16
stuff
though.
like that, because I was using it for certain things for login info, and then I was like, I gotta not do that. Now it's just full trash.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to buy this thing? Put in your email first, and then you can get it. I'm like, all right, here's this
That's
trash.
when I go,
here's this garbage one.
Bob@gmail.com, and Bob, he's fucking loving it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does it. He's actually gone to Yahoo because his Gmail sucks.
Oh yeah, that's what. Anytime you have to go to an airport or somewhere, where it's like type in your email address to access the Wi-Fi. I'm like, cool, Bill@Microsoft.com every time. So it was either Steve@Apple.com or Bill@Microsoft.com. So, Mr. Gates, I apologize for all the spam that I've given you at Heathrow Airport and Steve Jobs, rest in peace.
You think the airport's like, holy shit,
It's here.
oh my god,
Steve,
we gotta
He's
find him.
here.
Be on the lookout for Bill.
You remember like a long time ago, the gateway stores? I remember this because I went home last week, and near, if you're from Fishers or Indianapolis,
It was like a
there's
small store, you buy
Keystone
something,
at the mall. Is
and
the
you
mall.
go to a bigger store.
Yeah, well, no, it was an old school, like basically an old Apple experience where you go in and it was dark and dingy. Everything was wood and dark for some reason, but it had like the big gateway, like with the cow print.
Oh,
remember
Gateway
that?
Computer.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
With the
No,
cow
gateway
print.
drugs.
yeah.
Yes, come inside and get it. Take it.
Come inside. Come inside and work your way up.
Gateway's like
Can
a
we
name of
search
an
out
area
for
up in
the
North
Vicodin
Austin, so I'm
today?
very confused.
Gotcha. But no, yeah, like I just remember going in there and seeing like these big ass bulky computers and like, listen, this computer has half a gig of RAM. You'll be flying out. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't remember how
No,
computers
that
were
was-
back
that's-
then. Like
that's pretty accurate.
128
Yeah,
megabytes
it's about-
of RAM.
yeah,
Love it.
that's about right.
We having
I
it.
remember when I spent $500
Well, damn.
on a 16 gig hard drive. And I was like, holy shit,
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
never need space again.
Dude, drives got so much. Drives and TVs, 4K TVs.
Did you
Super
get that OLED
fucking
yet?
cheap. Not yet.
Well, that's the thing is like, because TVs are all going to OLED or whatever. So like now the panels they use are all going down in price because they're all moving to the new ones.
Nothing's beating those in my eye. Nothing's beating those in my eye. Nothing's beating those LG OLEDs. I mean, the QLEDs from Samsung are okay. There's other LED TVs that are like
I
they're
don't
getting
follow
there,
this
but
stuff.
like
Yeah.
well,
So,
Fredo
okay.
can speak even
I
further. into this,
generally
he's
ask
done
Trevor.
deep
All right, so
research.
OLED, the cool. Okay, so LED basically it's 3 colors of light. I think 3 or 4 colors of light that are always shining. So like when it's black, there's still like something glowing. Basically, it's
the
like they're
backlight.
on.
There's
the backlight.
an
Yeah, yeah, that's
ever-present
what it is.
backlight
It's like,
to illuminate
it's like
the
when you got a
pixels.
Game Boy Advance
Yeah.
SP.
Whereas the OLED,
Okay,
the
gotcha.
light, the pixels are all lit individually, so there's no backlight. So if it's black, that means they're just turned off.
Yeah.
So it's solid black. There's nothing coming through at all. So
And that's better.
because it makes
OLED's
everything a
the
lot
new way
crisper
of-
and sharper, and it's awesome.
Of just a video representation on TV. It's just really clean.
Hmm.
Great like viewing angles, deep colors.
Those are the TVs
Like
that are like
really deep
paper
blacks. Like really deep blacks. Like if you ever watch if you're watching anything and it's like there's letterbox, see the black bars, like the black on like if you're watching like The Dark Knight or something like that, the black in like the actual movie will blend in with the black bars like perfectly. It's really nice.
So-
There you go.
Anyway, that's the newest thing.
That's that new
That's-
that's new
yeah.
wave. Which that makes 4K LED TVs like $400 for like a 50-inch. It's like stupid cheap.
Sweet.
I might be alone in thinking this, but like I don't give a shit about that. Like,
Okay, I think you're alone in thinking.
Yeah, I think. I think
obviously,
you don't give a shit about what in particular.
Like, I want a
about
good TV, but as long as it looks good.
that. Okay,
I
but
don't care.
that's
unless I have
subjective,
like
though,
another one right beside it that's comparing the quality.
What we
then I'm-
didn't mention is that in addition to the color space that you get with an LED or an OLED, you get sharper image. Not the store, that is probably not around anymore, but rather like you get a crisper image that does objectively look better, right?
And they're
fair.
razor thin.
Yeah.
Like,
so you can
I don't want to.
so you
I don't
can
want a thin
push
TV.
it back on the wall if
Why?
you need more space.
because I have a cat.
Well, you just mount it to a wall.
I don't have a wall.
I wouldn't put it past Matt. Honestly,
It's real true.
because his
he just has beams.
the time that Matt's been in his apartment, it has been swapped out. Like you're like it's probably not the same apartment that he started with. This wall had to be torn down and rebuilt. His ceiling had to come down and get rebuilt. At
That was
this
an old
point, he
apartment.
has effectively a new
But
apartment.
I
Matt-
do need a new ceiling.
I've never asked you before, but you don't live in a box, right?
No, I have an apartment.
Okay.
No,
okay.
a box
You have an
needs-
apartment.
A box needs walls, Jack.
I could have mounted a TV in a box.
It's true. He makes a great
Literally,
point.
I'm thinking about moving because literally I opened my front door this morning and the fire alarm for the whole building went off and I was just like,
What?
What?
did I do?
Matt lives in a
Do you
cartoon.
still live in the same apartment that?
No.
Okay.
No, I've moved since then to another
Got
shitty
it.
place. But
Please move to as nicely.
To be honest, our
this is a
first
better
apartment
location.
complex wasn't great.
it wasn't great. No.
Two, go see
But
a doctor.
it was great when it
go to
was
the
like I've gone to it was great. it was great for what we needed it for. Which was
As
like,
a ceiling.
exactly.
It's raining outside and I'm not wet
Yep.
Yeah.
yet. Until his ceiling caved in and water poured out.
And like when I moved into this place, I was like, this is nice. It's got its nice gate. We're pretty close to work, no problem. And then like a year went by, and I'm like, and that guy died in the parking lot. Shit.
Jesus.
Fuck.
someone, there was a situation like that.
Yeah,
Not the same
sounds like
apartment
my
complex, but
upbringing.
I think it's relatively near. That when I had my apartment, there was someone who was like, I don't think they were shot there, but they were shot downtown and just someone lobbed them
wandered
up
there?
Dropped him off there? Like, what?
They lugged him up there, ditched him out of the car, and then left. And so there was this whole shebang up at the front of my apartment complex.
People freak out when you shoot a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it, but
Holy
You
hell.
know, welcome to liberal America. Everyone freaks out when you shoot a dude. God.
We had a child predator in our
Out of
neighborhood.
frame yet?
oh my god.
That's exciting.
In our neighborhood?
Well, hang on, that was exciting.
Yeah, no, there was there was like a guy taking photos of kids like in our neighborhood, and like someone tracked it down.
Joke's on him. I don't have a kid.
No, they literally like,
Wasting his time around my house.
Like I think police found photos online and were able to like triangulate where he was based on some identifying marks, and then found the house, and it's like. I mean, it's in between our house. That's how close it is.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right,
that guy's
man.
in jail, super in jail. But yeah, it's like, oh shit.
See, but one day when he gets released and he goes back there, right, and he lives in that house, and he's on the registry of like,
Yeah.
here's all the sex offenders. And then I have a kid one day. I hope that him and all the neighborhood kids give that guy like a nickname. They're like that's the Shutterbug's house. We don't go near there.
My last house I bought, or my last house I owned in South Austin before I moved up north. I remember I bought the house, like, okay, cool. I started moving stuff in, and someone's like, oh, have you checked the child predator registry or whatever? I was like, no, I haven't. And then there's a Texas, like, there's a map, or there's a thing you go to, put your address in,
Yeah.
and it'll show a map of, like, here's, like, all the locations. I typed in my address, and there was, like, a circle over my house, and I was like, what?
Jack was the child predator all
I was
along.
like, I was zoomed out, and then I zoomed in, and it was, like, across the street, 2 doors over was one. I was like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah, exactly. You're a
And
little
that
worried it's
day,
gonna be
Jack
like it was you.
found out.
It's like it's just me in a robe on my front porch.
Actually, there's like a blur right where the road parts.
Maybe when I have kids, I'll go to a site like that and see like
Yeah.
where all the thing. But I don't want to know now.
Yeah.
I don't want to know now.
No,
I want to
yeah.
think that Mr. Johnson across the street's the nicest guy.
Do you know your neighbors? Like, do you know who lives next to you?
No, Kat talked to the person who lives to our right. If I walk out my door to the right, she talked to them the other day because we're getting our fence replaced. So she talked to them about like, you know, we're getting this replaced, like maybe split the cost, stuff like that. And she said they were very, very nice. I knew the people on our left.
The
And
AC people, right? They helped you with your AC?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he fixed my AC for us, and he's like they were great people, but they moved out. And I think it's like a rental home. Like I think there's like families coming in and they live
makes
there for a little
sense.
bit and stuff like that. So I just never know like do you live here? Do you like so? And so I just don't address it.
Yeah, I got super lucky that I live in a cul-de-sac and I know every single person in the cul-de-sac.
really?
which
That's
is
awesome.
Because
fantastic.
you're the resident fireworker.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like, we for like July 4th and New Year's, like we shoot off fireworks. That's always been a thing. And so like I literally went door to door to all my neighbors. I was like, hey, we're having fireworks, for New Year's. If you guys want to come out, if you don't want us to do it, let me know. Like, no, have fun. And so like we launch off fireworks
awesome.
at New Year's, and like the neighbors just come out and sit on their driveways and watch us. Like, all right, cool, you guys have fun.
Well, beyond the noise pollution that you cause with fireworks, it's important, Jack, that you in particular let these people know, because I don't know where you get your fireworks, but I've been shot a couple times by your fireworks.
We've had some janky
We've had some low
the
poppers.
people setting them off are horrifically intoxicated.
There's two types of people that set off his fireworks: drunks and then Joel Heyman.
Yeah, which is a whole other level.
That's
Joel Heyman while drunk.
And then there's also the third, But like, there's some low poppers in there. And there's some that like land on the street again, and it's like every man for himself.
But there's also some that didn't set off.
Yeah,
so
those
we
are the
walked up and we
worst.
were like,
The worst thing that can happen with a firework is nothing.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yes.
like,
Well, we're always smart. Like we actually have like a rope light that I put around the area. It's like, okay,
smart.
the rope
Yeah.
light, stay away. I've got a fire extinguisher. We've got a bucket of water.
We
It's
didn't
like,
have a rope light when I went.
really?
Yeah.
Oh no, there wasn't.
Were we tying
We
fireworks
let me-
together?
We
I
were.
think me and Ben were.
Yeah,
Ben and so there. I think we were tying them together.
we've done that a few times. Anyway, well, I know Adam Baird. He would come over for New Year's, and then he bought like an electric launcher where it's like a little wire that you tie on to the fuses, and then you can like hit a button and it'll trigger them. So you can put like 9 of them all together and go and light them all up at the same time.
All right, get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is, so I might have to go buy one. Or maybe, hey, we should do an unboxing stream soon and have firework launchers.
We actually have
In the
one
office.
On the docket.
really?
Unofficially.
Finally?
Unofficially
We need one.
June 20th.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's when we'll have a lot of people in the office, and it's also when we already have a lot of boxes, but we want to kind of do another unboxing stream since we had a lot of boxes.
I had one of my favorite interactions with Kent the other day because every time we get boxes in, Kent like almost every day goes over to the mail and gets all the boxes that come in for Awu and wheels
His
them
name
over.
is Devin, but yes, the mail.
Kent gets them from there and brings them to our building, doesn't he?
It's a
Yeah.
homophone there.
Yeah, we actually have an Achievement Hunter cart that Devin puts all of our
Right,
mail
Devin puts
on.
them all in the cart, and then Kent gets the cart. I
Yeah.
think is how it usually works. So then Kent brings the cart over. Usually it's all for Awu. If there's stuff that's specifically for us, which by the way, if you want us to get something very timely, send it to just us. We might not show it on Awu, but
Yeah, if
just
it
make
says
sure it's-
Awu on it, it's going to be open for an Awu.
right, and you never know when that's going to be. It could just get buried and be months and months and months from now. But so Kent takes all that and he brings it into what we call the Garbo zone, which I know it sounds insulting, like that's where all your packages go, but it's because that's where Garbo Man lives. That's we've established
That's
that.
where he resides.
he
So-
guards the package.
Right, exactly. So Kent brings it into the Garbo zone and he one package at a time puts it up on these shelves and they're all nicely organized and it looks great. Like, oh, here's all the Awu packages. Over here we have like this extra stuff, like, equipment and all that. Over here we have this. And so the other day I wheeled the cart over and it was all Awu packages. And I opened the Garbo zone. I went inside of the cart and Matt was with me. And Matt's like, so you're going to put them all on the shelves and stuff like that? How are you going to do this? And I was just like, and I just flipped the cart over and all the boxes.
That's about right.
I was so happy when you
Right,
did it.
like they
Because
all-
I've gone with him several times just to get snacks while he pushes the cart back because I'm not doing that.
Right,
Man,
yeah.
ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I watch him put them all back. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do something. So
Exactly.
you have fun.
So I did
But-
that. I grabbed 2 envelopes and frisbeed them in, and then I closed the door and locked it. And so later that day, I was talking to Kent, and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta come clean. I brought the card over, and I just kind of flipped it into the room." And Kent was standing there, and he was throwing a moon ball in the air, and he just looked at me, and he just threw the moon ball at me. He was like,
Nice.
"I don't want to say I hate you, but I kind of." I was like, "I get it. I get it."
Funny thing is that we shot Awu yesterday too, and I pretty much just picked them up all off the floor.
Perfect.
all
There we
the
go.
way
Yeah, see, there you go.
So those are all
There's
the
a-
newest ones.
Yeah.
There's a system.
So
Yeah,
There's
it
a
works.
system.
There's a system,
Fuck
in
it.
place.
Oh my
You don't
God.
see it.
I really want to do that unboxing.
apparently
thing,
Shifty's in
yeah.
chat right now. I see people talking
He's
to him.
shifting it
I
up.
know Steffi was in chat, yes. And
Yeah, Steffi's usually in
Yeah,
there.
she does a great job.
Larry
Up in
normally
chats.
says one thing and then he leaves.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
does he
it's,
say?
it's,
I don't
it's
know
very
what he
shifty of
It
him.
just says help, and then he leaves. Get me out of here. So
Why do they keep saying Scooby in the chat?
I don't know. I saw that.
I
Yeah,
know.
there's some Scooby thing going on.
We got away from it a little bit, but you talk about knowing your neighbors. We've all lived in apartments, right?
Yes.
At some point.
Have you gotten to know any of your
No,
neighbors?
definitely
No, I avoided them at all costs.
Yes, please.
Okay.
No.
My downstairs neighbor is getting a little chatty.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Was he talking through the
Like-
fence?
like comes
Matt,
upstairs?
can you hear me?
No,
Hey, what's
like-
up, Matt Bragg?
Hey.
Did you get your walls in yet?
I can smell that milk you've had for the past year in the back of the fridge.
I haven't gotten milk since I moved. Calm down.
Your mother did.
I
No, that was literally.
It sounded like
that
an
was not a
insult.
joke.
No,
That
sounded
was
like an
true.
insult.
His
Your mom got milk.
She got milk. She
But
bought
no,
milk.
at
I
one
sat
point
there.
I've
she did
moved
have milk.
apartments since then. I didn't get
You may
new
not
milk.
be able to
You
milk
left
mom
the-
now,
left the
but
milk
at one
available.
point she was milkable.
That's a milk. Wait, what?
Huh?
At one point she was milk.
That's my mom you're talking
I'm just saying, at one point your mom was milkable.
She's got nipples. I can milk her.
It's true.
I'm gonna go back to what
Everyone's
I was
mom was
talking about.
milkable.
Maybe
at
like a
point.
C or like a torpedo type.
Anyway,
Okay.
this guy, I walked back up, coming home from work, and he was wearing like a Pokemon shirt, and I was like, "Oh, nice shirt." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you played."
That was your first mistake.
And I was like,
Yeah, I fucked up.
"Yeah, exactly."
Said hi.
I made the mistake of saying anything to him, but he's like, "Yeah, you play, right?" I'm like, "Yes," and he's like, I see you carry.
I've been
your DS
seeing you
every
out there
once
in the
a while."
yard with your Pokemon,
With your Pokemon,
Go.
yeah.
Like he
With
doesn't
the
know what it is.
Pokemans.
But so now every time I see him,
Jeremy's
he starts having like a
catching
little
something.
conversation about
Sick of
Pokemon, and that's you.
Let me just take a keep going.
He's
I-
catching
it's- but
something.
that's the-
He's Pokemoning right now.
That's more interaction I've ever had with anyone in an apartment complex, and I don't want to keep having it.
Have you ever gone to your apartment complex pool? I'm assuming it has a pool.
I
right?
have.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
I
a
haven't
mistake.
yet.
too.
He walked
Yeah.
up, pissed in it, and left.
No, my
He didn't even. He
experience
wasn't
was
even in it. He just pissed in it. He was on the diving board.
See, my
See you guys later.
My apartment complex. I think I told the story before. They have like a big, like we have the normal mailboxes, but then we have a big locker room, and then like every time there's a package that comes, you get sent a code. You go there, type in the code, you pull it out, whatever. I went in there to get my mattress when we first like moved in, like in last August, and my mattress was gone. And they were like going through surveillance tapes, and like someone took it from the room, like the actual package room, and they were like trying to see what their face was, like, oh, it's a fellow neighbor. And Jackie was like, fuck this guy, he's stealing our shit. And I was like, he probably lives here because he typed in a code to get in. I'm sure he's not risking, like, being caught for a fucking mattress. And then, yeah, the guy just fucking took our mattress to his house because he ordered the same thing, so he didn't check the label, automatically assumed and just grabbed it.
Because how many people
Yeah.
buy,
Exactly.
order-
Oh, no,
Yeah,
completely.
order
crazy coincidence.
Completely.
So
And
it's
it had
like-
like a very unique
yeah.
package. So I was like, I understand. But Jackie was like, give me his head. And I was
Yeah.
like, oof.
I remember you going in after that happened.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
in situations like that, like you're gonna come to a resolution. Because like I would have like years ago done the same thing, like just gotten immediately upset. But then like I've kind of tempered with age because I'm so old. So what I would do, but when situations like that come around, like I just have to remember like it'll get sorted out,
Yeah.
it'll get figured out. I'm not gonna get upset until there's something like that, until I really like there's something
Yeah.
deservedly to be upset about.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I could totally. Understand
it's
why
annoying.
it's totally irritating. It's a mattress. You gotta lug that thing around. Also, at the time, I could totally understand why she was angry because you guys didn't fucking have a mattress. You're sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping on the floor, you animal?
Wait, you didn't have an air mattress?
He didn't
either?
have he didn't have a mattress for
No,
months.
I had a fucking air mattress, and
There
then
you go.
Tim Geddes
Tim
was here,
body slammed
and then
it.
Tim Geddes popped it the second night.
Okay. Second night was bad.
This is what happened. That's kind of like our mistake. Tim and I, we set up in the living room, and then we blew up the fucking mattress because he was staying with us. And then after this, during the second night, we were like, man, this is kind of boring. I was like, Tim, come, like we'll move the mattress to the room. And he's like, great idea, because then we could all just we could talk.
You can all sleep together.
Tim and I, we're
you know?
we're chatty Cathys. That's what we are.
You and
Yeah.
Tim.
Best friends for like 13 years. So we were moving. I was moving the front end. He was moving the back end. We moved it, and then it got stuck, and it went, poof, and then we were like, oh shit, and it went.
Not a good sign.
And Jackie was like, what happened? And we're like, oh man, we don't have this anymore.
Yeah, immediately like it should just like
It was
like
deflating,
Thanos. It just like faded out. It's like,
I get
mattress
it,
is
dude.
like I don't feel so good.
I
And
slept
then
on the floor for a few weeks. In my
Well,
apartment.
it's not the
we
worst.
ordered some of those like fucking foam cushion things, so we stacked like 3 of those until
Okay,
we
so that's
figured
not so
out.
bad.
The
And so,
but like, it's
so-
not the most uncomfortable thing in the
yeah,
world.
it was like. Also, I'm not the kind of
not
person
very
that just.
comfortable.
Well, if you have a
Get
rug,
used to it.
Also, I like to research the shit out of everything.
Oh, yeah.
So then I was
That's
like,
fair.
all right, which mattress am I getting?
Yeah.
I don't like to be like, boom, that mattress.
That's fair. But so like in that situation, since I forgot you guys were sleeping on the floor, I can totally thank you, sir. I can totally understand why she was a little bit miffed. But
Oh yeah, no, for
I
sure.
also
It was
like,
justified.
I also just like went on Amazon, went to like the mattresses because I was like, fuck it, I'm moving there. Like when I got the job offer, they were like, yeah, we need you within the week. I'm like, oh, cool. So like, I just went to Amazon to get me like a temporary one that was like $200 or whatever, and then just had it sent. And so like when I arrived, it was there, and I rolled it out and all that. And like, I've been living with that one for a little bit, but like,
The fuck, man? Port shots for everyone but me.
literally everyone else.
In situations like that,
Yeah, tell me that.
in situations like that, you could get mad about it, right? Or you could just smile. And if you want a better smile, you got to check out Candid. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Candid. Candid is helping people gain confidence through accessible and affordable orthodontic care. Candid makes the process of straightening your teeth convenient and easy by having the customer take the process into their own hands. It's a whole big thing to try and get your teeth straightened. They're making it a lot easier. With Candid, you can get straighter and brighter teeth in an average of 6 months, and it costs 65% less than braces. That's a lot of money saved right there. There are no office visits needed. Everything is delivered right to your home. Candid offers white glove customer service in addition to email and phone support. Candid will set up a video call with you to answer any questions you have and to walk you through the modeling process. And that's something not a lot of companies do. Like a video call, you can actually talk to someone face to face or as close as you can get without actually running into them in person. It's really personal and it works great. Candid makes clear aligners that are sent directly to your home and are customized specifically for you to straighten your teeth. You purchase their modeling kit so you can do impressions of your teeth, bite down into it, you get a nice impression. After you send it back with some photos, their network of orthodontists review your specific case and provide you with a 3D preview of what your treatment will look like. It's unique for everybody. No one has the same problems with their teeth and alignment and stuff like that, so you need one specifically for you, and they'll make sure you get the right treatment. The Candid Co kit, it's easy. It's sent to you. They make it a step-by-step process that's just really simple to follow. You're one step away from getting straighter, whiter teeth. Take advantage of Candid's risk-free modeling kit guarantee. Plus, when you use our dedicated link, candidco.com/offtopic, you'll save 25% on your modeling kit. That's Candid, CANDID, .com/offtopic to get 25% off the price of your modeling kit. Modeling. Bite down into it. Get your teeth. Get what they look like. Model. That's what it means. CandidCo.com/offtopic. Fix your teeth, fix your smile, make it brighter, get more confidence. You'll be happy you did.
I used to know how to do all that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that's true,
I was gonna
man.
go.
You
Yeah,
were-
before I did all this like video game stuff, I was going to school for dentistry.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and that was my first job. Was working as a dental assistant in an office too. So
Have you ever made a mold of your teeth before?
I have never done that.
thing?
Oh, well,
I've
no,
never-
I have for like, for mouth guards and stuff.
Yeah, and mouth guards. I've done it for mouth guards a lot.
it's
Yeah.
funny because all the like dental students when you're starting off, like you pretty much just work on each other's mouths. And so
Oh, I would hate that.
one of the
I would hate
students,
to know a person
I had
and go
to
in
get-
there.
I know I'm so good. I know them like the back of my own mouth.
Oh,
I
but
had
no.
to,
Their own mouth.
I had to get a metal filling, and so one of like a fellow like students like put the the metal like
Band.
slip around. And then mixed up the amalgam and everything, put it in, and then it settled and everything. And then when he was trying to take it out, it wouldn't come off.
Oh,
Right? And then so you're just like, I was like, fuck, just tug it. So he tugged it, and then he was like, I felt like a shot of pain in my lip, and then he was like, oh shit. I was like, oh,
That's
is it bad?
not what
Is
you
it
wanna
bad?
do. Is it
And
bad?
then like cut my lip, like the metal stuff like cut my
Oh,
lip,
God.
and so it was like split. And there's still like a little bit of a
You got a
scar.
scar? Dude, we scar bros. I
Yeah.
got one right here.
I got a scar right here.
Just
I got
not
one
far
there.
away,
But yeah,
And
it essentially
there,
just
and there.
fucking sliced my lip.
I hit my head a lot as a kid. I really smashed my head around as a
Like
kid. I got a lot of scars on my
You
face.
walked by a shelf and went,
By the time I was 3, I already had 2 sets of stitches in my head.
really?
Yeah,
Damn.
both from the
So-
same coffee table.
But do you still have that filling, or is that filling gone, or like how's that tooth doing?
No, I got
Wow.
replaced. Tooth's doing fine. Yeah.
Do they make fillings metal anymore, or is it like a ceramic?
Yeah,
like
it's like a
because
new thing,
because
like-
it's white
No,
now.
my-
They don't want you to hear radio signals
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
my dentist actually
now I
wants
can
me to,
chew on
he wants me to
tinfoil.
take out my old fillings and put in like new ones, like ones I've had for over a decade.
they're
He's like, yeah,
solid-
let's go ahead and swap those out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's bunts. Like if
Yeah.
they're solid, I wouldn't worry.
I mean, I
about
don't know.
There's
like, because
nothing
like anything, like any type of medical field, it's constantly evolving.
Yeah.
But back then, it was either you can get it so it blends in with your teeth better, so it doesn't really show. But the amalgam, like the metal, that lasts longer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
much longer.
Makes sense.
It's
Well,
less
like,
expensive
literally,
too.
Now,
Here's the
when
shitty teeth.
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Ew.
Prost. Keep us.
Oopsie
Down
daisies.
the hatch.
The shit they do now with these like alignment tools are the ones that they were talking about, Candid. Like that's like it fits onto you and it like slowly straightens the things out.
Yeah.
It's so much better than braces. Like my sister had braces. She had them for a long time, and she had all the shit. She had the braces that like they go in and they tighten them, right?
Oh,
so like
man.
tightens them
Well,
into
that's
place
all
more.
braces,
Right, and then they like, then she had the retainer that she puts in, like
Yeah.
put in at night for a while to keep them all straight and everything like that. I was just watching it. I was
It's
like,
a
oh
long-
my fucking god!
It's a long
Katie's going through
process.
that right now,
And it
actually.
hurts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has braces.
tight-
How's she
Numb.
liking it? Like the results so far?
And so far, so good. Like she had braces when she was a kid.
Yeah.
But like the dentist in Australia like fucked up, and she had a big gap in between her
Oh,
like
really?
her bottom teeth, and so they like tried. They basically like just put like cement over it to cover.
And that's
it.
what free healthcare will do.
Yeah, and then she got to the States and we took her to a dentist, and dentist like, what the fuck did they do?
Yeah.
And, like,
You're great, man.
And so she's had a lot of
Yeah.
issues with it, but now they're trying
Well,
to like
that's-
sort all of her teeth.
That's
and
great.
stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to
Thank
get my
you for-
wisdom teeth pulled out.
You
Dude,
sweet
that's-
boy, don't
Do you not? You don't have them out yet?
Well, no, the 3
Oh,
years.
it's awesome.
So they're starting to come out, but then that's like, what was it, 3 years ago? I was at the dentist. They're starting to come out, but they weren't impacting.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, there's no point,
yeah.
right? Because if they come out,
Sure.
it depends. There's different variations and different levels. But now, I think for the past like 6 months, they've been impacting like the back.
Yeah.
So they're squeezing everything in. So, fuck.
It's not
Dude,
that bad.
mine-
not that bad.
It's not.
If you ever wanted a good opportunity to talk to God, wait until you wake up after it.
So you got fucked
Wisdom
up.
teeth.
I've never
I got
had any
fucked
issues.
up by the
I've
wisdom
told this
teeth.
story before, but
God,
like,
they're like-
so I got 3 out because I only had 3. I got all 3 of them out, and they were taking me away. Like I remember it was like, okay, count down from 10. And I was like,
me away.
all right, I made it like 7, and I was gone.
Right, yeah, you only make it to like 8.
And
or
then
7.
I woke up and they were wheeling me out, and apparently I texted Katie, said, "Hey, don't worry, I'm fine," because she was still in Australia at the time, and a friend was there with me. And I was like, if I do anything stupid, film me. And I got out, got to like the little waiting area. They make you wait like half an hour before they let you go. And I got there, sat down, I was like, I'm 100%
Yeah.
okay right now. I like nothing.
Oh, that
I'm
sucks.
ready to leave.
Being fucked up's the funniest
But
thing.
the
I
funny
love
thing
it.
was,
It's so
there was a
awesome.
guy across from me that had been wheeled out just after I was, and he thought he was like driving a race car. So you're sitting there,
That's
he was like,
awesome.
It's so great. It's so great what will come out
and
of
his
you.
friend was just crying, laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
I like
But
the
I did
idea.
nothing.
I like the idea of a video, Jack after dentist, right? And he's like, "Okay, film me just in case I do anything funny." And it's just 10 minutes of him in the backseat of a car, just like looking out the window,
Yeah, it's
and
like-
like he texts a little bit, and just sitting there.
Just don't
you know,
know.
boring as
Alright.
hell.
Oh, shit.
We go
Put some
home
elevator
now.
music.
I was terrified I was going to say something incriminating or like just
Incriminating.
embarrassing. I don't know.
I killed that guy.
I killed 14 people.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because I've been knocked out before, and I came to on the side. I was playing rugby, and I came to on the sidelines, and I just remember cussing a lot, just because I was like, I was kind of pissed off, but I was just out of my mind. But like, I've been under for like my appendix and for wisdom teeth and things like. And anytime I came to, I was just like really tired, but also like just totally with it.
Yeah.
what's-
When Katie got knocked out, like she got one of her wisdom teeth out, and she got knocked out. When she woke up, she just loved everyone. She wanted to hug everybody.
It's great.
She was like,
Dude, when you're in that
"When I
mood,
did this,
it's
he was-
awesome."
He was so good. I just want to give him. Can I give him a hug? I want to give him a
It's
hug.
like
And
drunk.
then, like, someone
It's
came
like
and
you're
said, "Your hair
drunk
is so
times
beautiful."
10 with
It's
no
like,
side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Other than you drunk times 10.
Well, it's
Yeah.
great. I looked at my hand and started laughing, and I just laughed for like 5 minutes. I thought my hand was so funny.
See, like,
I just sat there laughing.
Everyone told me like, you're gonna get fucked up. It's gonna be great. Enjoy the drugs. Enjoy this. and that.
enjoy the
enjoy the
drugs.
drugs.
Enjoy the
Whatever, I
drugs.
don't
You'll
know.
never get it
I was,
again.
like, I was like a senior in high school or something, so like, which is relatively late for maybe that's about par for the course, but
I
anyway,
had
like
one
I say
ripped
that
out,
mostly
like,
because
last year.
I'm surprised. You know, what are you just turned 29 and you like still
Yeah.
have them in there. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, like I said, I mean, a lot
I've
of the
got-
times it depends if it's like impacting your,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
rest of
I-
your teeth or not.
there's some people don't
Yeah.
need them out. Some
Yeah,
people
some people
even
don't
have
at
them.
all.
Some
That's
people
like-
have them
yeah.
really bad.
I've got
like-
all of mine but one, and the
Yeah.
one like came out, and they were just like, "Yeah,
Did it grow in?
Yeah, it grew in." They were like,
you have it
"That." No, they ripped it out because they were like, "That grew in kind of weird and
Sure.
in chunks. We should just rip it out." I'm like, "Okay,
They're
do
big,
it." And
so-
then they were like,
Yeah.
they didn't put me completely under, but they put me the amount of under they put me for every dental visit because I fucking hate the dentist.
They just kind of slide
They give me some stuff every time I go, and I don't know what it is, but I feel great. And I
It's like
back in the
Stanley.
office.
I'm like, I am not walking up those stairs. You're gonna have to.
Are you sure that's a dentist you're going to?
Well, Jack, I wake up back in the office and my teeth feel okay.
Does it happen to be 2 houses down from Jack's old house?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy would want Matt.
I'm a little old for that.
Come on now. All right.
Look at him.
But
yeah.
so my experience,
looks
just like
different
very
behind.
briefly, was
Yeah.
like I came back up. I was just very tired. I was very
kids.
impatient to jump in bed, sleep it off, and then my mom was like, "You're not gonna be able to eat. You're gonna be very tired." I slept like 3 hours a night. I'd wake back up. I'd be totally awake. It was double XP weekend for Griff Ball, so I would blast the hell out of that.
A grip.
I played a fuck ton of Griff Ball, and I watched all The Office up to that point. So like 2009, 2008,
weekend.
whatever that was, however many seasons that was of The Office, watched all of that because that was like when I first got into The Office.
Yeah.
Because that show, like as good as it is, I tried to jump into it because I had a bunch of friends that were super into it, and I think that show definitely you need character
Yeah,
development
you
to
have to
really
have
get it
the-
because the characters, do the Parks and Rec, do the community thing where they kind of just become exaggerated versions of themselves. So you want to see it from the beginning.
I was talking to Casey about that the other day, where it's like you have to stick out those first couple seasons, or like the first season, really, where
first
it's just like,
couple episodes, yeah.
why am I watching this? You have to get through that so you can enjoy the rest.
Yeah.
and be like, man, this was so great. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember
It's a
when it
little
wasn't.
easier if you've already seen the UK version because those are so in tandem, and so if you're a fan of like the dry, dark humor or more dry humor of the UK, like, and you're a fan of those, it allows you to kind of like give it more lenience when it's like that joke didn't really land, but I also I get where they were pulling
you
from
get
from the UK. Office.
That's one of the main things that knocks me out of watching TV shows because I don't watch any TV shows.
No,
It's
I
like when
couldn't
people
believe
like
it.
they're like just get through the first season. The first season's kind of slow, but then
Yeah.
it builds up. Then it gets really good.
What,
Like, when-
what media do you consume? Because
Yeah.
you don't watch TV, you
Games.
don't read books, you play
Correct.
video games.
You
Yep.
write books.
But
There you go.
I do write books. I don't
he
read books.
reads
You really
his own
watch-
books.
Which is a huge mistake.
I don't
admit.
read books. I write.
you don't really
them.
watch movies.
I don't really watch movies. I mean,
I don't
like,
read it unless I wrote it.
I watch.
Stolen
I'm
from
very
Blood.
curious what media you
I
consume.
mean, video games, but you don't even watch the story in that generally.
I do. It
mean,
depends on the game. The
yeah, I
games
guess
I've been
it's
playing
true.
now, the ones I'm trying to catch up
Yeah.
on, I've been following the story very closely. Like playing the
fair.
first God of War right now, I'm following it. I'm watching every single thing that comes up. I'm keeping a close eye. Same with The Witcher when I played that.
Yeah.
I was following it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch movies, right? Like I
Yeah.
watch like superhero movies when they come out, or if a movie comes out and I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll go watch that. Then I'll do it. I would never go to the movies and watch something that like Shape of Water. Everyone
Yeah.
loved
Yeah,
Shape of
you-
Water.
You're
I
not
would-
trying to watch
that's not
woman
your
fucking
cup of tea.
fish?
It's a fantastic movie.
I watched it on the plane.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, nice. All right, cool. I've seen it. It was fucking weird. Something like this.
How are you?
to illustrate
How are you
the
watching
fish's
that?
penis
How
coming
are you
out?
watching that on the plane?
What?
I
Well,
mean,
there's a screen in front of your seat.
no, but
when you're
like
on a
literally
long
in the
flight,
beginning,
yeah.
there's like a montage of her like.
Fingering herself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I felt bad for the little girl sitting next to me. I really did. Like, she was like 12. And I was like,
she's
She's got to learn at some
yeah,
point,
she's-
right? She's probably accidentally
I was like, I
figured
don't
it out
wanna-
by now.
I didn't know. I never watched it. I'm like, it's a
How'd you
woman with a
figure it
fish
out?
guy. I wasn't expecting to be like, "Ugh," in the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
that just
well, I
wasn't-
mean, yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
she
But
was
like, she
that-
went
Jeremy,
at it.
Jeremy,
you
it's not
figure
your
out?
fault.
She was
It's the
flicking
other
that bean.
Right.
That's just don't worry.
Listen,
just-
it was on the in-flight
Smacking that
entertainment.
thing.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Then
you
you
watch
pick it.
movies on planes.
I watch movies on plane. That's the only time I watch movies and people are like, this is a really good movie.
Sure.
You should watch
Well,
it.
how'd you
know?
feel about that movie?
I thought it was fucking weird.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
weird, but
that's-
like,
yeah.
I mean,
Like, it was
is that it?
Fucking, yeah.
Okay.
It was bizarre. That was it. Now I have that in my brain.
I don't know. I,
remember-
felt like they did a good. I don't know. I thought it was a well-told story.
Yeah, it's Guillermo del Toro. I mean, it's a beautiful
The
movie.
concept is weird, but it made it feel like it was something that could happen between.
Yeah, I mean, I watched
in the
it and I was
future,
like,
when we
this-
find aliens or some shit,
fucked
I
up.
think
Yeah,
it's
right?
totally a
Like-
thing.
like
Yeah.
maybe a woman could fuck a fish, and then that was it.
That's the moral
Fish
you
man,
got
there's a
from
connection.
that.
I don't know.
Jeremy-
it's a weird concept, but
Yo,
I remember
don't-
being in a hotel room with you when like the Game of Thrones was on. Because it was the.
I watched one episode of Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
You guys,
no.
going to the
I
same
watched the
hotel
first
room?
season of Game of
yeah,
Thrones. I have watched the first season, but then the first episode I ever saw was one with you.
Yeah, exactly.
In a hotel
It was
room.
like the storming of the wall, where it's like
It
all
was
this.
them storming the wall.
crazy
like,
epic
shit was
shit's
going on,
happening.
so it was slamming down.
Yeah.
What
Well,
I'm
I was
hearing
playing
is,
something, I think.
You were
instead.
playing something on your Xbox, like because this was like when we
I think
were
I was
here
playing
for, like-
Minecraft instead.
Yeah,
in
we
the
were like
hotel
here
room.
for like a 2-week trial for Achievement Hunter, and I was like, well, I'm not missing Game of Thrones. You want to watch it and eat pizza or whatever? And
So we ordered
did,
a pizza to the hotel room. You watched Game of Thrones, and I
Sounds
played
wrong.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
Yeah. Well, what I'm hearing is you guys piled into a single hotel room, had a little mandate, and watched the show.
That's exactly what
That's
happened.
what happened.
Literally what
Dicks
happened.
pop out, you know.
But no, I guess
Right.
I don't really take in any media. Like, you know, people, they go home, and I know a lot of people like to go home and they spend their time like watching shows, getting in new TV shows, new movies, read a book, you know, like all kinds of stuff like
Sure.
that. When I get home, it's either I work on either writing, playing a game, if I have a new game that's out that I really want to play, that I'm not streaming. Because there's a lot of games that I'm like God of War. I would love to play more God of War, but I'm only playing it on stream, so I'm not going to play it right now.
Makes sense.
Sidebar:
Right.
you
I'm
should
saving.
also, if you're streaming, you should also have a time where you game not on stream.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really have any games that have piqued my interest right now. So I'm good. Like even Witcher 3, I played through it, and I'm like, I'll play that in my spare time too, because there's so much I could do outside of the main story. I played it for a little bit, and I was like, nah, never mind, I'm good. And like, just haven't played more of it. I'm just like done with it. So it's like, I don't have any games right now that I'm like, I really want to play this outside, you know, or anything like that. Any multiplayer games. So I go home, I either write music or I record music for Spencer so that he can mix it. Or I just, I don't know, work on something else. I like find something to do my time. I never just sit in front of a TV. I never do that.
Even at night, like
That's
what do you
nice.
do to fall asleep?
To fall asleep, I put on a video on YouTube, and it's always a video I've seen before, like an Achievement Hunter video,
That's smart.
or like a compilation of
Jeremy
videos
watches
from like.
himself on the TV.
No, I mean it's like
That
old
goes
school
like-
stuff. Like
yeah.
literally, when I was on the treadmill like 2 days ago, I put on a compilation of Cloudberry,
Nice.
and I just let Cloudberry play while I was on the treadmill, and like, and
So you made it through like half an episode.
yeah, it was like a best bits compilation.
okay,
I was like
okay.
perfect. I was like, or I'll put on a compilation of something like Sark or Gassy Mexican or someone. I'll like let their stuff go, and then like I can go to sleep because I've seen it before. So I'm not like, oh, I gotta go see what just happened. It's like I know what just happened because I've seen it. So I just kind of let that play.
That's
That's music.
I used to do that with The Office, but like lately, I'm kind of like, yeah, I kind of want to watch something new. So I
Yeah.
started Portlandia the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I can't sleep because I want to see
Portlandia.
what the fuck's happening.
So it's Fred Armisen and
That means nothing.
forget
to me.
what
It's,
Right.
I know,
right?
if you had asked me,
yeah, he was in SNL. Did you watch Parks and Rec?
no.
No.
Yeah, look who you're talking
I'm
to.
sorry.
Yeah, it's
grasping
no,
at
I'm
straws
sorry.
that aren't there.
I'm ashamed.
I'm trying to think what you would know Fred Armisen from.
That was like I knew him from Parks and Rec originally, and I
Parks
was
and
like,
Rec. Who is he in
Recognize
Parks
him if
and
you
Rec?
saw him.
He did
He's
Obama
only in one
for a
episode.
long time on SNL during the Obama era.
Oh, he is in Parks and Rec. Is he
Jay
like
Farrow
kind
came
of?
on.
He was
He
one
was a foreign
character,
dude. Like
Is he like kinda
he was talking about like, you know, you
Indian
do this
little bit?
jail, do this jail, do this jail. Like he
I
like
think I know who you're talking
yeah,
about. I think I know
yeah.
exactly. who
It's
you're
like, you
talking
know, oh, you,
Because
you
I've
wake up
seen-
too late, jail.
Viva Chavez.
I haven't really
Yeah,
watched.
Viva Chavez.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec, but I've seen like bloopers from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because I've seen like the Chris Pratt
Yeah.
bloopers
Yeah.
and stuff like
Chris
that.
Pratt's
So I
great
think I know
on
who
the
you're
show.
talking about. Yeah.
I didn't technically poop my pants, but enough.
Enough. Yeah. When he
It
shits
was- it
himself.
was-
Yeah, I love that. I love
was
that.
enough.
when he was at the doctor, he's like, I go to wipe and I wipe and
I wipe,
poop.
and I
and
wipe.
100 times I wipe and I wipe and I wipe, still poo.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's
marker.
Like it was a brown marker.
It was like a mark.
Someone said we're going back to the first off topic episode now. What did we talk about in the first off topic episode?
I have no idea.
We talked about
No,
mountain
there.
monsters, but I mean that was
Mountain
I guess
Monsters
that was
was
a
a
negative
huge
4.
portion.
Oh, that
of
was
it.
episode 0.1.
Oh, dude, I watched I watched the animated adventure, the Achievement Hunter animated that's coming out next week. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
watched
posted on
it.
Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about?
Is that the one from?
kinda are.
Or can we just talk
From
about
Sean?
what the subject is?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
like
it
if you want to tease it, it's coming out next Thursday for first members.
Coming out next Thursday for
or,
first
or
members.
this coming Thursday, depending on
or
when you
this
watch
coming
this.
Thursday,
Yeah.
depending on when you watch this. It's the it's Brandine
Yeah,
from
okay.
from Oregon Trail, from 7 Days to Die Oregon Trail. It's pretty funny. That was
The
a fun
possessing of Brandine.
Yeah.
Really awesome.
was-
that was the thing
that
that,
worked
made
out
that video.
so well.
I love so. I think I might have said this before. I don't know, but so my friend Andrew, you know Andrew
Yeah.
because we've done a lot of videos together. So he's like staying with me right now. He's essentially living with me right now while he finds a place to live.
Right.
And he was like a big Achievement Hunter fan. We used to watch all the Achievement Hunter content together. I'd like go to his house and we'd watch Minecraft and stuff like that. And so the last time he was here, that had just come out. 7 Oregon Trail had just come out. And I was talking to him about Achievement Hunter stuff, and he was like, yeah, you know, I try to catch up on Achievement Hunter stuff when I'm around. He's like, I don't watch as much as I used to, but you know, I watch some videos, and it's like, I watched that Oregon Trail video. And I was like, yeah? Like, what'd you think? And he was like, I was like, yeah. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was like, that was a weird one. I was like, yeah, it sure was,
dude.
It sure was bizarre.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's 1 or 2 bits in it, but it was a long video for, I don't know if it was kind of worth the ratio of comedy to time. I don't know, in my opinion.
Yeah.
On the flip of that, Funhouse is putting out a video. It's up for first members right now.
They're doing it.
They're doing a series in
fucking
GTA.
hilarious.
They're doing a role-playing series in GTA where they're playing cops. Holy
You have
fuck.
to watch it. It's so fucking funny.
The first episode is only like 7 minutes long, but the first episode is sort of setting up the premise. Holy shit, it's so goddamn funny. It's James and Adam are brothers. They're the Martinez brothers.
Yep.
And it's like them just going, kind of getting their first case, but oh my god.
Elise it's her first day on the job. It's like my favorite. Of course, Elise is like the funniest one. You know, it's like obviously.
Mama's the chickens. Chickens?
Chiggins
You got
is
two
a great
G's?
name.
And then was it not Hot Lips? What was it? I forget what Bruce is the sergeant and he's something lips.
I don't remember Bruce's
yeah.
name. I don't know if I was
God,
there
yeah,
early
it's
enough
so
for that.
funny,
I
though.
jumped into the
If you
video.
don't normally watch Funhouse stuff, if you watch a lot of Achievement Hunter stuff, you should go check that out. It's
Role
so
playing can
funny.
sometimes be some of the funniest shit in any video.
really
Like,
can.
it's like, you know, our Sea of Thieves videos did so well because of the role playing. Like
Yeah.
literally, Short Beard and Peg Pecker and all that just like worked out.
It can
really
pull
well.
more out of the game.
Yes,
Yeah.
it really can.
I'm very excited for the new DLC in that, just because I want us to do more roleplay stuff.
So you said the new DLC has like a megalodon.
That's like the rumor. It's like
That's the
every
rumor?
I know the last update has increased the number of sharks by like 30 times because there's
Great.
Yeah.
Wait, there's
What?
sharks in Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Did
am
you
I
honestly not
playing?
know that?
Water?
No, I have no idea.
Oh
Really?
yeah, yeah, there's
Serious?
sharks
You
all
get
over the
eaten.
place, man.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
I haven't
so
been
long.
by a shark in
There's
that
It's
game.
been so long.
Yeah,
I
there's,
also kind of started thinking about raft.
Right.
I had
Wrong
like
game?
Raph, there's
the-
one shark. There's Mr. Skippy. And he's
And then once he's
Son of
dead,
I miss
Skippy 2
him
comes
so
along.
much.
Yeah.
I miss Skippy.
Yeah.
Now we got old
I had-
toothless fuck.
I had
whatever
one
his
of
name is.
the best experiences in that game, Sea of Thieves, where I went to go do a skull fort. The team that was there sunk my boat immediately, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. I respawned at the fort.
Yeah.
They finished the fort. I went and took a nap on behind their captain's quarters. Another galleon came up and started chasing them. I stayed behind their fucking captain quarters the whole time. They went by an outpost to try and throw the galleon, like, oh, we jumped off, we did all
Yeah.
that. I was throwing treasure out the back of their boat the whole time. Jumped off like as they passed by the outpost. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna turn all this in.
Yeah.
Look at that. That game's got so many incredible moments.
I wish it had a bit more to it.
Oh no,
like
I
that
completely
game.
agree. It needs
not
more
enough.
to it.
Yeah.
but,
It's
not
like,
enough.
It's not
That's-
deep
that
enough.
was my fear.
Moments like that are what make the game to me.
Right.
Live for those
exactly.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where like I hijacked my own ship because I was just playing with randoms. I hijacked my own ship because the crew like they're on mic, I'm not on mic, and I'm just
Yeah.
because I'm at home. I just like I'll play for like an hour
Yeah.
or two, and like I just jump on the ship immediately, drop sail, go straight to the skull fort. They hadn't planned it. They're like, wait, the ship is leaving.
Oh,
They're
you
all
play with-
freaking
you play
out.
with randoms
Sometimes,
every once in a
yeah.
while, yeah.
They were all freaking out. They're all getting pissed off. They put a campaign or whatever. They put a
bring
thing.
you?
Yeah, no. They put a thing down. They voted for the adventure or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, that's the opposite direction. You sail. You need to really check this out the map before you go." I was like, "I don't give a shit. I'm not getting off. I'm not getting off the thing, so no one can hijack the ship." I'm going. And I went straight to the skull fort. No one was there. Cleared it in like 10 minutes.
It doesn't
And
take
they were
any
like,
time when you try
I was
to
like,
do it.
"How about that, you sons of bitches?"
And then they put him in
And
the
then I
brig.
left.
But then they got tested in the
I
break.
just like
What
I
I-
love going to the skull forts and hijacking ships and just taking them.
Yeah.
And then just ramming them into a nearby island.
I had a night where I was playing with my buddy. We were just doing a 2-man sloop, and we took a skull fort. I'm gonna tell a story, and I feel bad because we met a
fan?
community member, a fan, and we told him like we didn't get the key, we couldn't find it. I'm sorry, man. We had the key the whole fucking time.
Oh,
But like,
you're an asshole.
It was a thing where we
I'm an
fought-
asshole in
we-
the game too.
yeah.
I mean, you
we-
have to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a pirate.
We
You
went
can't
and
trust
we-
anyone in that
Yeah.
game.
We went and we fought on that skull fort for like half an hour before anyone showed up. Then like 5 crews showed up.
Nice.
We came back. They had dropped the key somewhere on the island. They didn't know. They've been running around it for like 20 minutes. Finally, we were alone. We killed everybody. I was like, I think we're done. It's gone. I'm just gonna get some supplies from this barrel and we'll be done. I picked up the barrel and then like my guy just goes, "You found
Here
the
it
key." I was like, "Oh my god!" So we ran around the map. The fan followed us around for like probably 30 minutes, he finally messaged me. He was like, "Can we just split the loot and be done?" And I was like, "Sorry, man, the key's not there. I don't know. My buddy just jumped off to turn in a chest that we found from the old crew that was there." And he was like, "Man, that sucks. Oh well, really big fan, by the way." I'm like, "Ooh."
Oh, sorry about that.
And now he's not.
No, I'll do a thing where I like roll up to another ship and I'll like play the accordion on the side of my
Yeah,
ship, and they'll
I'll
like
do
get
that
on
too.
the ship next to me and they're like playing next to me, and I'm like. Just like sing their shit. I love it. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
The worst feelings when you're like getting ready to get off for the night and you're like, "It was a good night," and then you see a skull fort just pop up and you're like,
I never
I can
go
do
for the
it.
skull.
No, I've
I can
done
do
one
it.
skull.
I never
fort,
go
and
for it.
that's That was good.
If there's
yeah.
anyone there, it is a almost guaranteed waste of time.
"Probably."
100%.
But I like to fuck up other people's day.
I like to
so,
launch myself out to nearby islands and ships, and then just like see how I can grief people.
Yeah.
And usually it's like it's nothing
For
too
the
bad.
griefer.
Usually it's not so bad. I get on their boat and I muck around. I might put some TNT or some
Yeah.
at the bottom of the ship and pop it. I don't know. Or usually I just try to
I
hijack
don't
it
know.
and take
I
it
play
somewhere
by
else.
ear.
That Matt, the video you guys made where you had the chest of tears or whatever and put it up in the crow's nest
Oh, yeah.
was fucking genius.
It's
like,
great,
that's
dude.
such a dick move because you never think to check that.
The problem is like it takes so long to find a chest of
Yeah.
tears. It's like, man, this is great. Do I want to waste this incredible thing I found on fucking with people? The answer is yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
honestly, every
honestly.
time.
Yeah.
What I wish would work is when I would swim up behind ships and
Hmm.
I'm hiding, they don't know I'm there, and I took my bucket and threw water onto the ship to sink it. I wish that worked.
That it does. It takes a long
No,
time.
like the water only accumulates if you take it from the ship and throw it back on the ship.
no.
I've tried it where
I
I've thrown
swear
it from
you
the
can.
ocean.
I swear you can throw it from the ocean. I might be.
I've tried
might
it,
have updated,
and my
I don't
ship
know.
was bone dry.
Bone.
Bone dry.
dry.
I was trying to watch that bad boy.
Hey Jeremy, are you having trouble seeing?
Well, let him tell you right
No,
now.
I'm good.
No.
Jack, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Felix Gray. A lot of us spend hours in front of a computer at work, so we know that staring at a screen can get exhausting. We all know. We look at screens constantly, even when we're not at work. Even if you've never heard of digital eye strain, chances are you've experienced the effects. I, all the time, from playing video games, if I have a game I'm really into and I'm playing it constantly, or even if I'm just at work doing like a long edit or something. Back when I used to edit, right, guys? Your eyes can get they get really bloodshot, they get tired, they get itchy, and it sucks. It's awful. But when you protect your eyes with a beautifully designed pair of Felix Gray's computer glasses, you can keep doing the things that you do, like play video games or binge your favorite TV shows. TV shows all over there. Felix Gray lenses are specifically designed to filter blue light and eliminate glare from screens. And blue light is not a good thing. You can turn that off on like some phones because blue light's like not good. It's bad for you. Well, not bad for you, but it makes your eyes strain a lot. So those are two of the main culprits behind digital eye strain. The glasses have blue light filtering technology embedded into the lens, so they remain effective without the telltale yellow tint or color distortion of other blue light filtering glasses. So like I just said, when you can like turn that off on a phone, everything turns yellow and it's got this weird tint to it, nothing looks right. You just make sure that doesn't really happen. I've got the Nash pair of the Felix Gray glasses. They're great. They work beautifully. They're really comfortable. They work well. And I use them when I'm on my computer here. I use them at home when I'm playing video games. They just work. It keeps your eyes from getting bloodshot and strained and all that awful stuff. There's no prescription necessary. The glasses are available in non-prescription readers, and they just launched prescription lenses, so everyone can benefit from wearing a pair of Felix Grays. All orders are free shipping and free returns, so you've got nothing to lose. Go to felixgraysglasses.com/off-topic to try a pair of Felix Gray glasses today. That's Felix Gray glasses. So Gray is Gray. I know there's, some of you do that Grey stuff. Cut that out. It's felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic. felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic. Go there. Get rid of eye strain, look at a screen, and not really care how long you're doing it. And when your parents are like, you didn't go blind if you keep looking at those video games, be like, no, I won't. I got Felix Gray. All that good stuff.
You know what comes out today?
What comes out today?
Fucking Solo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's today?
Yeah, it comes out today. It's that it shocks me that there is a Star Wars movie out that I'm like, oh fuck! It's like, oh yeah, it came out today. I honestly had forgotten about it.
Yeah, I did not realize that was today.
That is wild.
I
To me.
had tickets for Tuesday, And then I refunded those already.
Really?
So yeah, I'm just like not super amped to see it. I'll see it eventually.
Yeah,
but,
Yeah.
I'm in like
I'll
no
wait till
rush.
it's like convenient or whatever.
Jackie was like, "Hey, do you want to see it Thursday at like 12?" I was like, "Fuck no, I don't care about that."
That's not a
movie."
midnight.
Fuck no.
So like, I think we have tickets for like Sunday.
Yeah, it's weird because like I love Amelia Clarke and she's in it, and it's just like, but I have no interest in that movie. I mean, like I'm gonna see it, like you said, like at some point, but it's like I'm not worried about spoilers. Like I'm sure someone will say like something crazy will happen, like CGI Leia will show up again or something. But it's like, all right, well, don't really care at all. And that's weird to me. I mean, that's a massive movie. I mean, that's a massive franchise, and like already I'm like, kind of burned out on it.
Well, I was also
I'm curious about like the response. I mean, someone's talking about Lando. Like, yeah, Lando is like the only thing I'm excited for. You know, Donald Glover's great. That's cool, but
Yeah.
all right, I don't really care.
Andy seemed to like it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean much as far as I'm concerned.
I'm
But
sure-
like, Andy
yeah.
loves every Star Wars movie.
I'm sure it's great,
I
but
value
it's
his
like
opinion.
I don't understand the point of it. It's like why? Like why? I don't.
Well, I
even-
mean, they
What's the
just
point of any movie?
announced that the Boba Fett
Yeah,
movie's
they're
a
doing a
thing,
Boba-
right?
Yeah.
why?
Which I mean,
thought
it's
they were
in the
canning
same
all the-
class.
Yeah, I thought they were canning all the solo films, not like
No.
Han Solo, but like literally solo adventure.
No, I
films.
think they're gonna do one every other year. But
Yeah.
it's like, do a fucking Obi-Wan
okay with
movie.
it.
Like
Yeah,
I want to hear about
they've
Obi-Wan.
announced that
But I
too,
mean,
though.
like,
I feel like
what's,
eventually
thought
we'll
they-
get there.
I
Did
thought
they
they
announce
did. I might be wrong on that, but
They've talked about wanting to do, or I mean, Ewan McGregor has said he would be up for
Yeah,
it. But I mean,
exactly.
I mean, but the thing
I'm
is,
gonna wait till he ages out.
in
so
my
he can
opinion,
stop
it's
talking
like
about it.
you've got like
I
the
wanna
Han
be-
Solo movie now. You've got the Boba Fett movie that they talked about.
Uh-huh.
You want like an Obi-Wan movie, and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
I do too.
But like, in my opinion, I think it'd be awesome if they just did a movie like not necessarily about a character that we know. You know, like there's all this
Well,
stuff
that's
that's
good.
like.
Rogue One.
yeah, Rogue One was that.
But I mean, even Rogue One was something centered around
Yeah.
something we already
They're-
knew.
in
Like
that
we
vein-
knew about like this team that went in and got the plans because they mentioned it in the main movie. Like I just kind of want to see a story about someone like, you know, this is all affecting them,
Yeah.
the whole war and everything like that. But it's in like a totally different way. It's not something that necessarily affects.
Yeah.
the
There's
main
gonna be a
movies.
whole new
Like, who the fuck cleans up the
trilogy,
ship?
right?
Really? And what's his day-to-day life?
It's for cleanup of the ship.
The janitor.
It's just
yeah.
like one stormtrooper. That's
What's his
entire
struggle?
job. It's like,
I want to know.
The insurance company that
Yeah.
took care of the Death Star. Yeah.
Why am I swapping this floor when it's just gonna blow up anyway?
Yeah.
I'm fucking imagine.
The whole thing.
What was it?
Yeah.
A vent?
the
Are you
trials-
shitting me? A vent?
yeah,
Trials and tribulations of that guy.
Yeah.
but yeah.
He's
They're-
like, I
aren't they
gotta write
making
a
a whole trilogy in the universe that's totally standalone?
Yeah, Ryan
rather than-
Johnson's
yeah.
working on a new trilogy,
Right.
which I know a lot of people had issues like Last Jedi. I love Last Jedi. I love that it kind of turned everything on its head, and people freaked out that it turned everything on its head. And now JJ's coming back to kind of do 9, and I'm sure it'll be very much kind of like fan servicey. But I like that 8 was different.
I can understand some people not liking the Ryan Johnson thing because like things that are not expected can be uncomfortable. But also,
Yeah.
some of the things did feel like I'm going to break the mold, and like so some of them felt a little like forced. Like I purposely broke the mold. for
Okay,
you. Where it's
like
okay,
what?
well that one.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just curious. Like what? Like give me some
No,
examples.
I'm more like sympathizing with the people that are uncomfortable. I love the movie.
Okay.
I love the fact that it did break the mold. Like, so I can't really speak to that.
Yeah.
but I can understand people that voice that concern.
I mean, like a lot of
can't,
people had
speak to
issues of
specifics
like
of
Luke was kind of like done with the Jedi shit. He was like, yeah, I fucked up. It's like every time I tried, I fucked it up, and it was bad. And so I'm gonna be a hermit on this island and
Yeah.
just hate everyone.
mean,
It's
as
like,
for someone-
yeah,
I
mean,
I get that.
As someone who didn't like the movie, I mean, I was fine with that.
Oh,
I
really?
thought that was perfect.
Well, okay, so what was your issue with it then?
I judge movies that are like this, where they have a clear antagonist and protagonist, by the antagonist. If the antagonist isn't a threat, the movie is not good, in my opinion. The thing is,
fair.
Kylo Ren is not a fucking threat to anybody. Kylo Ren's a shit villain.
But that was set up in,
because he's been beaten twice already
yeah.
by Rey.
and
She's already beaten him twice, and like so now he's the only
She
villain.
didn't have training in what the first.
She doesn't- she didn't even have training.
Exactly.
And now,
Force.
in the third movie, all I'm thinking is, in the third part of the trilogy, is the whole movie is going to be, let's get Rey to Kylo so she can beat him. Because clearly he's not going to win. He's not a threat to her. He's
mean,
never
I feel
won
like-
something.
I
He's
feel like
thrown
they're gonna-
tantrums. He's whiny. He loses everything. He's just not a threatening villain in
Yeah.
any sense,
I
in my
think-
opinion.
I
feel
think
like he's
the
gonna switch.
you think he's just.
I don't think so.
I think they kind of already tried. So I think what maybe like the part I'm getting out of that is like it was like he doesn't seem very threatening in the what was it 7. And then that's where he's kind of set up to be this whiny child. So you're like, okay, I'm not too worried about him. Like, and he's like, I'm just hacking away at this thing because I'm whiny tantrum. And then Ray kills him, or not kills him, but beats him. And I'm like, well, that's weird. But then it's kind of answered that like the Force is just so very strong with her. Like when people fight with lightsabers, the lore is, and I'm not an expert on this, so correct me all you want. But like the Force is flowing through them and almost guiding their instincts. And so that's how she's able to overcome them. So I'm like, okay, I'll give him that. And then in the next episode, now it's like, all the things are flying out the window. I like the freshness of it. I like that they're changing up a lot of it. I also could have liked it if it stayed in the mold. You know, I don't really care. But at the end of it, you know, you have this antagonist, Snoke, who's like so OP.
Like insanely powerful.
At least to our knowledge,
like scary powerful.
Yeah, he's so OP that he's just fucking with him. And then so like Kylo actually leverages that in order to defeat him. And I mean, I don't know if that's like to be TBD, if that was just,
I mean, spoilers, but the movie's been out for a while.
Right. I don't know if that's like a trick. I don't know, you know, where they're going to go with that. This is where I leave it to the, if you will, experts that write these things to kind of close that story. But like, I'm just like, the only thing I can think about, like, that kind of is leaving me unsettled from episode 8 is like, where do they go from here? Kylo seemed like he went true neutral, maybe chaotic neutral in a sense that he's like, well, we could have become a team, and like, but now he can't ignore the mantle that he can now take over, like basically the emperor seat.
Yeah, supreme.
Right,
leader
the supreme leader seat. We also like, I'm afraid that we just lost the whole backstory to a character that seems very intriguing. Right, if he doesn't come back, or if we don't get into that in the next episode, and then Rey staying true, true lawful, right? Like, I don't know.
Well,
It's like it's a weird conflict that isn't traditional, so it's hard to like get where it's going to go. So I guess you just have to have that trust that the.
I mean,
the
like,
writers
yeah,
will
I mean,
take
I'll
it
there's a
somewhere,
third one and see what happens.
Right.
There's also the whole thing like the rebellion's like done, right? There's
Well,
like 12
I mean,
people left.
I mean,
They got fucked up.
That was there. They had other rebellion members in the Outer Rim.
Okay,
that
well, I
couldn't
guess
make
that's
it there.
fair. Yeah, I don't
See,
know.
the thing about me is I like that Kylo Ren now is unhinged. Like the first movie, you weren't sure about him. The second movie starts with him not able to kill his own mother. He like basically he backs out, and so there's like, oh, maybe there is something there. Then you know the whole thing with Rey, she like sees something in him. He reaches out to her like, hey, we can join forces. She turns him down. And then he's just like already like, you know, teetering. And then Luke shows up and basically fucks up all his plans in front of everyone. And now he's just pure anger. Like he's full on straight up evil now.
It's almost like trying to grasp at sand in your fist, right? The tighter you squeeze, the looser. So like
That's
he's
Tatooine.
just trying to like Tatooine. You're right. So he's just freaking out. Like obviously he's like letting the rage go at him, like while he's trying to take out Luke. And they're like, and there's so many things like when you watch the movie in hindsight, you're like, obviously there's something fishy with Luke. That saber's broken. He looks younger. He's wearing different clothes. Like, there's so many things that, well, I guess we saw as a viewer that he, Kylo should have picked up on that. Like, he was just blinded by rage. And so now that he was just like, fooled in front of it, like, made a fool of.
To be
now
fair.
he's just like, you know.
When he shot at him, he was like yards away. It was a good distance. He was shooting at him from the
thing that
AT-AT.
broke me, and I think that would have changed the whole movie for me, is like right after they defeated Snoke, right? Then Rey and Kylo have the most badass scene in the entire film, where they fight side by side and they kill everybody. It's awesome. And then they have this face-off. And the face-off ends with, like, they have this whole, like, moment where they're both trying to, I think, grab the same
Yeah, they're going for Luke's
rip it in
saber.
half,
Right, and they're both, like, using the Force trying to get the saber. And then, like, it blows up and, like, you know, Kylo wakes up like he got knocked out and Rey is already gone and she's fine. Right? Like, now, if that had ended, so, like, basically, Rey won. Like, you can look at that scene and go, she won. Because she was, like, fine and left after that. Kylo was all knocked out and defeated. If that had ended the opposite way, like, Rey still got away and escaped, but Kylo had won, that would have changed the whole movie for me. Because then it's like, Snoke's gone, Kylo is now unhinged and way more powerful. Now he's scary. He's an actual threat. He can beat Rey.
It ends with him knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's his name? Hux
Yeah.
shows
Yeah,
up and
Hux,
like
yeah.
Right,
Wants
like
to,
she
like, kill
won
him.
that. She won the second bout against him twice
must
in a
have
row.
forgotten that part,
Even without Snoke, where Kylo's like, now he's the dark one type thing. She still won. It's like he's still not scary. So it's like if that had just flipped, then it like really got in our heads that Kylo's an actual threat. Like if Rey goes up against Kylo, we don't know who's gonna win because now Kylo's this really strong. But like now I'm just going to the third movie and going, if they meet again, Kylo's gonna die unless he has something else going for him.
Well,
and I don't like that in a movie. I don't want the protagonist to be like. It's like why I don't like Superman movies, because I'm like, if Superman gets his hands on him, they're fucked.
Right.
Like, fuck them. That's Superman.
And
What are you gonna do?
Justice League basically underlined that fact when Superman basically comes in and he's like a one-man army.
Yeah, it's
Right,
like,
exactly.
It's
Like, I don't like.
five people
get it,
almost
but
got him.
man.
Superman, yeah, took care of him.
Yeah.
Well,
To be
have that
fair,
problem-
though, when it
Okay.
comes to Superman, his villains are also equal to
His
his
villains,
strength.
right.
That's the thing, but then like
Justice League did show that, though. Like, he came in and just beat the shit out of stuff and won.
Yeah.
But
Justice
Superman
League-
himself has villains equal to himself.
He does.
The thing is, like, he
And
pairs
that's
up
the
with a
only
lot
way.
of people.
But until he breaks their necks.
But I mean, Lex
Yeah.
Luthor was always he was
Superman.
playing the brain game with Superman. He would always outwit him on wits,
Which was perfect.
Yeah.
Which is perfect
'Cause he
for him.
does
What
have
he
the
needed
strength.
for Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is,
Justice
like, he has
League-
villains that are equal to him in some way, shape, or form.
Justice
Anyway.
League always had that problem though, where it's like Superman's villains are equal to Superman.
Yeah.
The rest of the Justice League's like down
It's a
here.
weird
Yeah.
balance, for
Except
sure.
for Batman, who's like, I figured it out.
Like,
I
you
don't
never
care
want to
still.
make a hero like Superman because you're shooting yourself in the foot as soon as you make someone like
They-
that powerful and that overpowered. It's
they
like because then you
nerfed
need to
him.
try and
Where
top
do you-
it
where
to
do you
make
go
an
from there?
interesting story.
Yeah.
They nerfed him a good bit in like the comics, if I remember right, where it's like he basically only has like a few of his powers still. I
Well,
could be wrong
he-
about that. I don't know.
and I'm
he
not a
saved
very-
everybody and then lost them or something.
Yeah, I'm not a very deep comic nerd, but like I've known tons of people that are, and like to my understanding, once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Like the original Superman, his abilities, like in the like beginning years, like his actual power was the ability to gain powers in situations that he's needed it, right? And
That's the best power,
Apparently,
by the
there.
way.
And once again, I don't know this for a fact because I have yet to find this comic, but apparently there's a comic where he's like gains the ability to super knit, so he can make like a wedding dress or something, and some like
Was
like,
this
quickly.
Superman does?
Yeah.
Is this when he gets light from the pink
Listen,
dwarf
I
or
don't
whatever?
know, man.
There's some colored dwarf star that makes him gay.
Oh,
And I'm not lying about that. I'm literally not lying about that. There's like it's like a pink dwarf or something. And it makes Superman into men. I'm not joking about that. It's a literal thing. Look it up.
well, to that I say pros.
okay,
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Cheers. Pink dwarf.
Ring.
Well done.
Oh, you're drinking
Keep it.
Fireball out of a maker's shot.
That's tasty. All right, so moral of the story is we're excited for episode 9. See what happens. See what comes of it. Some of us more excited than others. That's okay. To each their own. Solo. We're
I mean,
not
I'm fine with it. Like
Don't give
It
us
was a
another
movie.
fucking casino scene where they're just like, oh my god, we freed all
casino
the
was all
horses.
useless. The entire
and I was
casino
like,
was useless.
what do you mean you freed them? They're just gonna go get them again. Like,
They're
what
on
the
the
fuck
same
are you talking
planet.
about? They're like, oh look, they're free.
the whole like Finn,
why
like,
inconvenience
Finn and
the people for a
Rose-
little while?
Like, the whole like Finn and Rose love story that was a little contrived and like
that thing didn't make sense. The casino scene was used. I was really hoping.
I kind of like the whole idea of the casino planet and all that
I
stuff.
love the idea of it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
location and setting is awesome.
The idea is that like there's a whole group of people who don't give a shit about the Republic, about the First Order, about the rebellion.
They'll sell
they
to
don't
anybody.
care.
I love it. The way it was
money.
put in the movie, I don't like.
Yeah, but the whole idea is like, oh,
actual
here's
thing.
like the rich people. Fuck these people. It's like, no, they're part of the same universe. It's
Right.
Like, they set them up as also being bad. It's like, no, these are literally the neutral. Like these are the people
Yeah.
on don't care.
Yep.
It's like they're not they're
universe is
selling
1%.
Yeah,
Right?
they're selling they're selling weapons to both sides. I
Right.
like that idea a lot. The horse thing was dumb.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before. Like I like Tim's idea of like doing pod racing, which would have been awesome instead of the horse thing.
That would
that
have been
shit's
cool.
bad.
I did like the idea of like there's the kid, the grease monkey at the very end. It's like, oh yeah, here's a
Bah,
fucking
bah.
a force user who like has nothing to do
Love
with
that.
the story.
I think that's a great
love-
idea.
I
Yeah.
love that those people like that exist, and it's like, oh yeah, these are people that might not.
Yeah, I liked
they've
that a
always
lot.
been
Well,
into-
it's because, like,
intuitive or
the other thing I
something.
didn't
But
like.
before it was just kind of like, yeah, it's just Luke. He's like the only one really left, and
Yeah.
Well,
and
yeah.
Leia now.
So
The
there are other close,
Skywalker
but-
timeline, but that's also the story.
Yeah,
right?
so I like that there's others out there. The other thing I didn't like is that the whole point of that plot line, going to the casino thing and all that, was to find
The code breaker.
the code breaker,
Yeah.
the,
the
master
guy
or
that you
whatever,
see for like
Yeah.
2 seconds.
who's like
Justin
they're
Theroux.
really playing it up. They're like, it's this guy with the rose pin on. And
only
oh, this guy-
he can do this.
Only-
And
yeah.
you need
Except
him.
here's the-
Right, and like really playing it up, and I'm like, all right, this is leading somewhere because
Uh-huh.
they're really diving into this whole thing, and then it ended up being Stuttering Jim or
Benicio
whatever his
del
fucking
Toro,
name was,
right?
right?
So wait, was
And
was
uh,
he the fucking code
See,
breaker?
okay, I will tell you this.
Was he the one they're going for? If not, like them just finding him in the fucking cell was bullshit.
Well, see, that was my theory. My
Yes.
theory was the code breaker was
correct.
Benicio del Toro, like the guy who with the brooch or whatever.
Yep.
That was never the code breaker. Like in my opinion, that's what it was initially. And I was like, yeah, because Maz would not be into a nice preppy clean boy. Like that's
True.
not her style.
Yep.
She's into like
She's into
Han,
stuttering
she's into
guys.
Chewie. I could see her being into like the
into
Benicio.
Chewie.
I forget his name, but like the Benicio del Toro character. I could see her way into that guy. But then I think after the movie that came out, like Ryan Johnson said, like, oh no, that was the code breaker. Like the guy at the casino table, that was the guy they meant to get, and then they just happened to find another dude who could kind of do it, but he was more morally questionable. I was like, oh, that sucks.
It's
'cause-
small things like that kind of like, okay, you kind of tumbled into this luck, but then then it becomes it's just the Force, and the Force works in mysterious ways kind of thing. But also, why the hell was he in there if he could just take his chocolate coin,
That's a
slap, and then
great
he's out?
question.
I mean,
Why were
Don't
you there the
worry
whole
about
time?
it,
Why'd you
though.
wait for other people to show up? But
Waiting
also,
for a
who
deal.
cares? Like,
The only thing I was secretly hoping for, and I know this was just me being like on the nostalgia train and like I want to see things I've seen before type thing, is they like kept playing up who this person was. So I was hoping it was gonna be some big reveal of who the person was, right? Because like they're looking for him, we know so much about him that he's just like, who is he? Who is it gonna be? I was like the whole time secretly hoping. I was like,
Please
how-
let it be Jar Jar Binks.
No, I was like, I thought it'd be so cool if they found him.
Clown.
And it was, I wanted it to be Boba Fett with like a scarred from
That
the
would've been
Sarlacc,
great.
Dude.
like the acid of the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
But like, because in
he's not a code breaker.
in the
though. He's a
expanded
bounty
universe
hunter.
or whatever it is, he got out of the
Yeah.
Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
You know he
So-
went back in again?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he went back in again. So I don't mean to interrupt. I'll let you go.
going back in.
But I just find it so funny because I did look into that because that's so badass. Like I love Boba Fett. So he gets out, blasts out. After a long story, because like the Sarlacc pit like melds with your mind and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he
it's
meets
like a
with a
whole
child
thing.
that's been there for thousands of years. He gets out, and you remember, and I don't remember what those big tank. You might know the big tank things are called,
Bacta
where
tanks.
R2D2 and C3PO wind up in.
Sandcrawlers?
I think so.
Yeah.
Genosis?
On
On Tatooine.
Yeah, he ends up on-
the
or-
Jawa things, right?
Well, he ends up in something like that. Listen,
Okay.
I read the
Something
wiki
like
on
that.
it, like
Got
to
it, got
speed
it.
through it. So he ends up like captured in one of those things, or somehow in one of those things. It crashes into the same Sarlacc pit, and he winds back up in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he has to get back out again.
What a shit life.
It's like, it's like a fucking God of War.
What a awful life for Moana's dad.
And so Boba Fett was a
hilarious.
clone, right? Like he was
Yes.
he was
Yeah.
a clone trooper
Well-
that was raised by Jango Fett.
Yeah, because he's in the trilogy.
He was the original.
The
clone.
original, the
Yeah,
prequels,
he was
I should
a-
say, not
right?
trilogy. But
Well, he
like,
was a
original
clone that had no speeding up.
That's
so-
what it was.
Yeah, like he
He
was
was
right.
like-
Everyone
yeah.
else aged faster. He
Yeah.
didn't.
he's
Right.
the boy that sees his original, or his dad. He
Right,
was
yeah.
the dad role.
He's the one that walks
Head
in the
comes
middle
off,
of the
head
battlefield.
flies out of the helmet, Mace Windu.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, Papa. I guess I'll keep this.
I watched
and paint it.
I watched such a funny clip.
Hold on, I don't want to derail you.
Oh, go,
like,
go,
with the
sorry,
Boba,
go for
no,
it.
with the Boba Fett thing. Continue where.
Oh, the Boba Fett thing, but like I thought it'd be so cool. Like imagine if they like found a guy, he's all scarred
Yeah.
up and everything, and then you learn that he's Boba Fett.
but
You
would
know
you-
what I mean? Like that
Fett.
escapes. And now he's here and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
He's the one capable of hacking it because he's done all this shit before. He worked with the Empire.
I don't know if Boba Fett would hack it. He'd just blow it up.
Right, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, I just thought, like, I was hoping for some kind of big reveal like that.
Well,
But-
I mean, to be fair, that kind of goes against the whole idea of Last Jedi. Because Last Jedi was very much like, yeah, this isn't a Skywalker story. Like,
Right.
this is bigger than
exactly,
that.
and,
then it's
again,
like, oh,
that's me
everything
holding
is,
on to nostalgia and stuff like
yeah.
that. And I understand that, which is why I was like,
But
fine,
Boba
it
Fett's
can be a
not
new guy.
Skywalker.
Yeah, but,
Well, no,
but it's
he's a
from
Fett.
that time. It's
Yeah.
from that story. It's
Yeah.
so from it. Like
I
It's
gotta
like
say,
there
I
are-
don't want to keep grabbing stuff from the last movie.
Yeah, there
I
are
get-
30
I
people
get
in
it.
the
it could
entire Star Wars
feel-
universe.
It could feel like a forced cameo, and I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't.
That's
But,
it. It's
It's
weird when
Chewbacca's
you-
mother.
Yeah, you know what? We need a Wookiee standalone movie, and you know what? Just off the top of my head, I think we could theme it around Christmas.
Yeah.
So a Wookiee's Christmas, just a standalone movie about maybe Chewbacca's family around Christmas time.
And then after that, we'll do a
Joke
movie about
is
the
that-
Ewoks. We'll make 2 movies about the Ewoks.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
I might as well make it an animated at that point.
We'll do only the second one though.
Gangbusters.
I'm imagining like a
sell like
Chewbacca
crazy.
But
like
the joke is that
noir.
those
They made
things
2
happen.
Ewok movies, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's.
I imagine like a
Okay, well,
Chewbacca noir
I was more-
film where it's all subtitled, where it's just every single line.
God, I hate that. I would
Yeah,
hate that.
Alina.
I had some other train I was gonna go off, some
Sorry,
thought
yeah.
I was gonna go off, and I have no idea what it was.
No, I can talk about something
Sarlacc pit and all that.
because people love hearing me talk. To jump away from movies a little bit, I went to New York this past weekend. I was on a little mini vacation up in New York City because Katie and I went and saw the Harry Potter play again.
How was it?
Fantastic.
Yes,
Like we
yeah.
saw it in
awesome.
London on the West End, and it was great. And then when it came to Broadway, I was like, oh, let's try to get tickets. We got tickets, and then going and seeing it again on Broadway. And it was awesome. Amazing show. If you're ever in New York City, what are you listening for?
Is that like a T-Rex stomping
It's just
outside,
Godzilla.
making our waters vibrate?
Oh,
like what?
Jesus.
What
Fucking
is
hell.
that?
Is that thunder?
What is that?
No, I just checked the
I
forecast.
just literally watched all of them go.
It's all clear. The lights like dimmed
he's-
slightly a little bit
He's
ago.
dealing
and
with Mothra. Don't
Someone
worry
slam
about
a door.
it.
But,
We're fine.
Anyway,
Let me
so
check for Pokemon.
I was in New York City, and I saw the Harry Potter play, and then Katie and I were there for like a few days. We saw our friends over at Rockstar, like hung out with them, had dinner. Adam Kovic's in New York City, so we like had dinner with him and Jess, yeah, which was pretty cool. But we also went, so we saw the official Harry Potter play on Saturday, and on Sunday we had time. I was like, oh, let's go see another play. There's a play in New York City called Puffs, and it's all about the Hufflepuffs. Well,
Really?
not officially. It's an off-Broadway play, and it's the story of this guy who ends up in the Hufflepuffs the same 7 years that Harry Potter's there, and it's the story of like what they go through.
So
like
he's
Potter,
just doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's
He's
like, it's like,
there.
well, it's funny. It's
His name was Cedric Diggory, and
He's
he
like,
died.
well, we lost
No.
Quidditch again.
That's literally what they talk about. It's
Wouldn't
like
you know it?
they talk about like every year. It's like fucking Harry.
It's all
and,
like the
these
weird,
kids.
mundane
They always
stuff.
they refer to the characters, but they can't. It's not official. So
Right.
it's like, oh, we're going to school, the magic school, and like.
Sup, Ravenclaw losers? Let's
No.
hang out.
I fucking love like, oh man, we're gonna
they
win
probably-
the House Cup. Oh, what's that? Gryffindor broke the rules. They win.
Shit like that literally happens. It's like because all they wanted to do was like come in third. Like they kept coming in last. Like third, we just want third. That's all we want.
We just want third.
And then-
Fuck you, Ravenclaw.
But that they can't say like the house name, so it's
Can't say the house names or the names. So like, yeah, Findor over there, and their favorite brand new
No.
seeker, Harvey Porter.
no, they can say Harry Potter, but like so it's called they're called Puffs. So they never say Hufflepuff. There's the Puffs, and then it's
That does not help their house. I'm
no,
sorry.
that's part of it.
Yo, Puff wife.
Puff up. But
You
then-
puffing?
you
Yo,
puff?
puffing.
But then it's the houses are Brave. Was it
What the hell?
It's Brave, Smart, and Snake. That's what they call the other ones. Like, oh, you made Snake, and then it's a small.
Brave, smart, snake, and Puff.
That's
Yeah.
like my favorite deadly sins. You know, eating a lot, killing people, and I don't know.
And being
So-
smart.
But the whole story's great. It's like it's a really good story. And like so, of course, Cedric is like the hero of the story, or like he's kind of like the idol. Like everyone idolizes Cedric, and then you make it to year 4, and like this is our year.
And then Harvey comes along and gets him killed.
Yeah,
No
and
one
so-
gives a shit about a Hufflepuff. Is it like what's
really
That's the whole point. That's
Really
literally the whole
dumb.
point of the play. It's like no one cares about. Like they're kind of the rejects of the school.
Wasn't like the
It's so good.
founding, like they all have the founding people like Godric Gryffindor, who is like the hero, the big
Yeah,
sword,
you got
and
Helga
everything.
Hufflepuff, and it
and
was
then
like
like
a cult or
Salazar
something.
Slytherin or whatever. And then was what Hilda Hufflepuff, like some fat bitch.
It's Helga Hufflepuff. Helga? Helga, yeah.
Helga
I thought
Hufflepuff.
he said Helga, and I thought they had to change that name.
No,
too.
no, it's Helga.
She was like, I just tagged along with
was
Salazar
just
and
here.
Godric,
Yeah.
and like, hey, what's up, guys?
And
they're
Rowena.
like, oh, Helga's here. And she's like, like eating a turkey leg. They're like, all right.
kind of turkey
Like, all right,
That's
Hufflepuff
absolutely
is
the
a house.
I
Like,
want.
But no, it's fantastic because they make it through all 70 years, and it's a span of like 90 minutes. And it's
Sure.
like, I mean, if you're in New York City, you should absolutely check out the show. It's hilarious, and it's if you're into Harry Potter, it's really
Fuck.
really good.
Man,
So yeah,
that's a Hufflepuff.
I want to ask.
it's
Since
at Puffs Play if you're interested.
At
Check them
Puffs
out.
Play.
Check them out on Twitter.
awesome. I only well speaking.
Send my love their way.
Like while we're still on the subject, I've only read the screenplay for what was it? What was it called? The play. You just
Oh,
saw.
Cursed Child. Yeah,
Cursed Child.
they only released the script, which I will say, if you haven't read the script and you plan on seeing the play, do not
not
read
fair.
the script.
That's not fair.
Because the play they've tweaked it and they kind of refined it and like it's on the stage. And so if you read the script, you can the script doesn't read very well. I mean, it was 90% of it was written by not J.K. Rowling, and so when you read it, it's like, oh, it's kind of fan service. I mean, it's very fan
Yeah.
servicey.
Oh, is that the one that happens after?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
it starts.
Jack, you read that.
The end. I mean, the end of the last movie when like they're sending their kids off to school. It starts right there.
out. Yeah.
And so, and then it like deals with like Harry's his son Albus, and he's going off to school, and it's like what happens, and like You know, and like
Harry named his kid Albus.
What
Yeah,
they
it's
do on the
Albus Severus.
trolley, they took
That
the
kid's gonna
trolley
get
to a
bullied.
next level.
yeah,
like,
there's some cool stuff.
I don't want to spoil anything because I still want to see it. But
But like it's all about like Harry's son Albus kind of growing up in the shadow of Harry and like,
Albus Severus Potter.
Right, his middle name
What the
Severus,
hell?
right?
Yeah.
Albus Severus Potter?
Yeah.
That kid's gonna get swirly at school. There's no fucking way. You name that, there's no way you're not getting bullied.
and also Malfoy. So Malfoy is a kid named Scorpius. So
Oh yeah, he's
All right,
done.
but
asshole.
anyway, they were
Scorpius might work
I know a
in
thing or
Slytherin,
two
though.
about giving characters dumb names, but fucking Scorpius.
Yeah.
Scorpius is
I will,
up there.
I will say they reference that in the Puffs play as well. So it's all good. It's really funny. But
And also,
anyway,
this guy named Scorpius.
so if you haven't read the book, don't read the book. See the play. The play is fantastic. It's in London right now. It's in Broadway. And it's coming to Melbourne next year. It's coming to Australia next year.
Melby's.
And so go see it. It's great.
What?
It's 4 hours long though. So it's or more than that. No, it's like 6 hours long.
Not a lot left.
What?
It's 2 performances, so it's 4 acts. So you go like they on like I think Wednesday, Thursday, or no Tuesday,
That's
like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So the way it works is on Saturday and Sunday they do in the morning for the matinee. They show the first two, or they do the first 2 acts, and then you come back that night and they do the 3rd and 4th act.
Whoa,
And so it's a long performance, but
Yeah.
man, it's good. And
Does it- is
the
there
effects
a-
they do on stage are incredible.
Is there well, that would probably be why they split it up. But is there a weird flow then when you have to leave like that? Do you have to like?
It
kinda
ends on a cliffhanger. That
Okay.
you're like, oh fuck, and then you want to go back and
So
see.
you got to plan your day around it though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're seeing the show on a Saturday or Sunday, that's your whole day.
Well, you're also in New York City. You got
yeah,
plenty to
yeah.
do, right?
And
So-
you're in the heart. It's like a block from Times Square, and so. But yeah, so we did that. We went and had lunch, saw the first act or the first second act, went and had dinner, came back to the last act, then went and had dessert that night.
Sure.
But they also do it where you can see like Act 1 and 2 on like a Tuesday, and then Act 3 and 4 on Wednesday. But I would recommend try to see it Saturday or Sunday so you get all of them in one shot. And so anyway,
all
New York
the-
City's awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Everyone in chat, all the Hufflepuffs are like grouping together.
Yeah,
They're like Hufflepuffs, make a ring,
huddled together
make a
for one.
wall,
Puff
Red
up,
Rover.
boys. Puff up.
Everyone got your turkey legs.
Puff up.
Puff
Nah,
up
fuck
so we can
up.
ostracise you.
Yeah,
what
fuck that,
houses,
man.
What houses are everybody?
Yo, you and me, man.
Yeah?
We're in Slytherin
We
together.
Slytherin
I know
up.
that.
Oh,
We
Lindsay's
Slytherins.
We
Slytherin too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
You're
Absolutely,
Slytherin?
she
No, I'm
is.
Hufflepuff, dude.
You're a
course you
Hufflepuff.
are.
You're a
Jeff's
Hufflepuff.
a
You're a
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
See, when I took that
Nah,
second
my
assignment,
Slytherins.
I had
Fredo Trevor
2 that I
rivalry,
could have
right?
been.
I mean, it fits perfectly
Hector
actually.
Patronum.
Fucking me.
Playing with my wand.
Listen to this fucking house, right? You could be with
Inspector
Alfredo
Patronum's the
and
only one I
Michael,
knew.
right? Alfredo and Michael hanging out in Gryffindor together. I get that. You could be with Matt, Jack, and Jeff and Hufflepuff. That's a thing. You could chill out with Ryan and Ravenclaw.
Okay,
That's fine.
listen.
Or
He's by
you could be with
himself.
me, Trevor, Lindsay, Gavin, over in Slytherin. Fuck yes. All right, Slytherin's where it's at.
It is. It's where the party.
Hell yes.
Is anybody in
You're
our?
bad.
We're
Yes.
Puffs.
I love it.
Is anybody in our
Puff
office?
Gryffindor speaks for
Ravenclaw?
itself.
What?
Is there any Ravenclaws in the office?
I think
Ryan
Ryan was.
It's just
Ryan?
Ryan's a Ravenclaw.
When I was young, like in high school,
I
and
see
took
Ryan being
those-
Slytherin very easily.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
He's smart though. He's too smart.
They're very similar. I
smart.
was Ravenclaw classified when I was younger, and then I took the full test again, and it was like every time I took it, it was like definitely Slytherin.
I
See,
took
I thought
that.
it was Ravenclaw.
Mine was
That's
literally
myself.
97% Slytherin.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like this whole thing was like 97 Slytherin, and then it was like
Everything else was a
80 something Gryffindor, and then the other two were like
It's like, hello, Voldemort. Thanks for taking the test.
pretty
again."
much. It was so insanely in
When
favor
I,
of Slytherin.
when I took that full one, I was like tied with Gryffindor and Slytherin.
Oh, really?
Or not Slytherin, Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little.
you just chose?
had some degree. Yeah, it was basically like you're slightly.
Gavin was
more
not a Gryffindor. He
Hufflepuff,
was a
but
Slytherin, wasn't he?
Just go with
no.
it. I'm like, okay,
I
whatever.
thought he was. Yeah, I don't
but
know.
I'm kind, not a.
Steffi would know.
Yeah.
If Steffi's in the chat, she'll let him
Steffi,
know.
let us
Yeah.
know. I totally forget.
But yeah, Hufflepuffs are awesome. Love
So
Hufflepuffs.
if you get deep into the lore, because
Oh, he's
J.K.
Gryffindor.
Rowling.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, there's a graphic. We made a whole poster.
We did.
All right, Gavin's Gryffindor. So, well, in the graphic, Gavin was Dobby.
Oh, that's right. 'cause he didn't take the test yet.
So in my defense,
You got me,
all right, apparently
Michael,
Gavin's
and
Gryffindor.
Gavin
Yeah,
and Griff. Come on.
In the deep cut lore
Griff.
that J.K. Rowling likes
Just
to continue to
Hufflepuff.
put out like kind of like just more information on everything.
On
that
Pottermore, she'll drop
on
like.
Pottermore, like
Sure,
we're
they're
Griff.
basically
We're Griff.
I'm sorry.
We're Griff.
I'm an idiot.
I'm listening to you,
I'm a
Trevor.
Hufflepuff, so that happens.
I just know like there's just two kinds. I'll just
Oh, yeah,
let them
yeah.
finish to wind it down. There's like so she likes to put out basically appendices on like further information of the lore in the world and stuff,
which is great.
which is great.
Great idea.
Especially when I found out that Hufflepuffs liked to group masturbate.
Yeah.
They like to basically circle jerk in the common room, Which is true. You can look that up.
Where is that?
I don't know. You'll have to find
Where
that.
is the common
I'll
room?
look it up on my phone.
I'm on it.
right now.
I'll tell you the
Pop
comment.
circle jerk is already halfway in my Google search.
What?
But they
I'll
had
say the
the
comment.
masturbation session.
The common room is near the kitchens. Please.
She tweeted it. Get it out. Oh, it's near the
Is there like a
kitchen now.
magical cracker in the
Hang
middle?
on, I looked up
All right.
Hufflepuff masturbate.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there's the. Oh, wow. They made that
Chicken.
fast. Look at this. Oh, okay, if we can throw this up on the screen, I don't know, can you do that? We have the achievement of Hogwarts houses.
Me, Lindsay, Trevor,
Damn.
Andy, and Steffi. Look at that.
Oh, so it's okay. Me, Jeff, Matt, and Kent are all the Hufflepuffs. I'm
Kent's-
cool with that.
Kent's believable.
There we go. It's up on the wall now.
Ryan,
But
Larry.
real
Wait,
question
Larry
is-
is a
Larry's a
Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
No fucking way Larry's a Ravenclaw.
I don't
That's
believe that.
horseshit.
I don't believe that.
Neil doesn't work here anymore. He's dead.
Larry's
Yeah,
filch.
we gotta update that.
He's a squib. Oh wait, yeah. For the longest time, Gavin was also like a Muggle. Like she,
yeah. You made him like
refused-
Dobby or
He
some
didn't
shit.
take it, but Michael was also a
Look
Slytherin for a
look at
while
those
until
goddamn
he took the
Slytherins.
test.
Andy's a
The,
Slytherin. I
the
can see
full
that.
test.
Yeah.
All right, where's this Hufflepuff circle jerk?
I'm working on
I
it.
think that's something a Slytherin would make up. I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
Okay.
There's
Okay,
probably
here we
magical
go. I
cracker.
I believe that could
So
be a
this
thing.
is from an A
falls into your
January.
mouth.
It
It's our
doesn't
magic
say which
crafting.
January, but so if you want to find it, she's responding to Twitter user Moaning Turtle instead of Moaning
Yeah.
Turtle.
Yeah.
And,
Moaning Turtle's great.
And Turtle Feinstein is what it says. Asks, does Hogwarts have sex ed classes? And J.K. Rowling responds, unfortunately, no. Wizards tend to be a little bit more like conservative in such things, and that's tweet 1 out of 3. Of course, like all teens, they eventually figure things out and experiment with their sexuality. And this is the third tweet. For example, group masturbation sessions are exceedingly common in the Hogwarts dormitories, particularly Hufflepuff.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest. Okay, I
Particularly.
read that.
That means
I read
they're
that.
common
But what
everywhere.
I've read that on is college humor.
No.
That's what I've read it on. Including
it's
questions such as, let's see. There was one about a Jewish wizard. My wife said there are no Jews at Hogwarts. I'm a Jew, so I assume she said.
I almost
she
choked
said
on
it to
this
be
shot.
the only magical one in the family. Thoughts? To which J.K. Rowling replied, "Anthony Goldstein, Ravenclaw, Jewish wizard."
No, that's the legit thing. I've heard her talking about that before because
Is that legit?
No, it's like does God exist in the wizarding universe? Because it's like these are all powerful people. They can pretty much do anything. Like, does God exist? And that's actually like a legit question. So it's like, would there be Jewish people? Would there
Well,
be
if
Christian
these are
people?
legitimate, question from Red Grumble, aka at Buddha Dinosaur, asks,
Buddha Dinosaur?
Yeah, if Dumbledore really is gay, is he a top or bottom? J.K. Rowling replies, Dumbledore likes all manner of sex, but generally speaking, he tends to be a top. Thanks for asking.
Why would she answer that?
I don't know. I can't tell if
can't
these
be
are legitimate or
real.
not.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
no,
Well,
I'm pretty convinced that the group masturbation sessions is like a fake thing, but
I mean,
I like to think, regardless, that Hufflepuff's group masturbation.
so anyway, you should see at Puffs play. You go see it on Broadway. It's cheap tickets, 90 minutes. Great show.
What he's not telling you about
Was
is the
there a
group
group
jerk session.
masturbation session on stage?
There was not. It was,
Well, not canon.
I mean, it was funny how they because it's the same people playing multiple roles. Like other than like the 3 main characters, it's like the girl who plays kind of like the nerd within the group also plays like Harry. And I won't tell you who Ron and Hermione are. Or I mean, yeah, but Ron and Hermione, the way they're portrayed in it is just great.
Michael
So,
B. Jordan plays Ron.
yes, he does.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. That got announced.
Oh yeah, hey, Michael B.
Yeah.
Jordan, newest member of Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth production.
I told Andrew, my friend staying with me, I was like, because we went and saw Black Panther together when he was last in town, and it was my second time seeing it. Me and Kat went and saw it for the second time. We brought him to see it for the first time. Fantastic movie. Go see Black Panther. And Michael B.
gosh,
Jordan's
yeah,
in it
right.
as Killmonger.
Eric Killmonger.
So he's Killmonger, and like what we discussed after the movie is, fuck, he looks good.
Yeah.
he looks incredible.
Have you
in
seen
the movie.
Creed?
What's that?
Have you seen
He
Creed?
I
looks
have not watched
awesome in
Creed.
Fuck,
dude.
watch Creed.
Holy
God
cow.
damn, that's a good
Because
movie.
he's also
Really?
he's also
Yeah.
Human
Dude,
Torch,
watch
isn't
that.
he?
Yeah, he was
but
Human
yeah.
Torch in the
Oh,
shitty
wow.
Fantastic Four.
Right. But still, you see him as Killmonger. He's like, like he just like walks around. It's insane. And like, so I told Andrew when he showed up like yesterday. I was like, yeah, dude, Michael B. Jordan, he's in the main character in like a Rooster Teeth production coming up in an animation. And Andrew was like, what? He's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, from Black Panther.
He's our newest
And he goes,
animator.
is he a fan or did he just make a mistake?
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, correct.
We tricked him.
And before you ask, no, we don't know if we can get him in Let's Plays and stuff, but obviously we're going to try.
We don't know
Like, we
if
wanna get
he's
him
an
involved with
Achievement
stuff.
Hunter fan or not.
Yeah, yeah. So
Don't
we
know.
don't- he's a comic book nerd though. Did you watch
yes.
it? It was like Vanity Fair. They were doing Q&A. They had what's his name? Oh shit, the guy who plays Black Panther.
Oh, Chadwick
Boseman.
yeah.
They had Chadwick Boseman and I think Lupita Nyong'o or someone else was with him answering questions. Not Lupita. Anyway, two of them were answering questions, and they had Michael B. Jordan by himself, and they were just kind of going back and forth. And it's like, who would win between Wolverine and Black Panther? And Chadwick's like, oh, Black Panther would kick his ass. And then it cuts back to Michael B. Jordan. He's like, well, in the comics, they fought before in the past, and really, I mean, Wolverine's got regenerative powers. It's like, Wolverine's gonna win. And it's like he was going like serious deep dive. In,
Killing
the lore. It was
Wolverine
like,
is a fucking feat.
It's
pain.
hard.
Very
It's difficult.
But
Like,
it
they
was
did
funny.
kill
He was
him.
like he was going like serious
drowning
nerd
him.
into it.
Right, they did
Yeah.
drown him. They literally,
That's
I think they
exactly it.
encased him in adamantium and
Yeah,
sank him.
That was the only way to. Well,
Right? No, I think that's literally what they did.
Yeah,
But
but
thing where it's
he
like,
wasn't
this guy
dead,
is
he
so
was
much
just
of a
like-
problem. We need to just encase him in this incredibly rare metal and just drown him.
think
and
that's
be
what
done
they
with
did.
it. I don't
perpetually
care.
trapped between living and dead is drowning, I guess. But like in the death of Wolverine, he like past self or future self has to come and kill him. That's how he dies.
Yeah.
So
Something like
it's,
that.
yeah,
It's time to die. I've
again,
decided.
it's the
adamantium
it's the Superman problem. You know, you
Yeah.
give someone that kind of power,
No,
unless you're making
didn't
them
he
funny
just
like
fight-
Deadpool, you're making
Yeah.
you're,
Like a
you're
clone
really
of
putting it out
himself?
there.
Let's say it's like Deadpool
No,
does like
someone
he
of
can't
the,
die, but that doesn't make him like
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
best.
Yeah.
It's like he can't necessarily get his goal accomplished just because he can't die. It's like who cares?
Well, like that's the point of Deadpool is he can't die,
Yeah,
so they can do a
exactly.
bunch of jokes and stuff like that because he doesn't have a goal of like I'm gonna do this and take over the world or anything or save everybody because he just doesn't care. But Deadpool 2, by the way,
That was a fun movie.
it was
man.
fun.
I
It was a
loved
lot of
it.
fun.
I
haven't
need
seen it
to
yet.
see it.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people who say. I've heard people say they like it more than the first movie. And I've heard a lot of
do.
people say they like it less than the first movie.
I think it really.
I think it's totally comparable.
depends.
I think they're just like
I think
hand
they're
in
very
hand.
much
They're
the
fine.
Yeah, I think they're very much the same. It's whether or not like, do you like the origin story or do you like more of just like a okay, here he is.
I
and
have
an adventure.
I have a major issue with it, and I'm gonna do it as vague as possible because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Came out last weekend. That's we're
Right. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but a spoiler for it is casting, and you've said that, Jack. There's characters that come up in the movie that you didn't know were in the movie, stuff like that. Like you know Cable's in the movie, you know Domino's in the movie, and stuff like that. Which, by the way, both are fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
Dude,
nothing but great
Domino,
things
like,
about that.
Domino's
steals
incredible,
it
and
sometimes.
Josh Brolin is Cable.
Yeah.
Nails it.
Yep.
He's awesome. There's one character in the movie that's CGI'd. It's a CGI'd character, pretty much.
Not Colossus.
And not Colossus. Colossus is CGI.
I know what you're talking about.
But there is a character in the movie that's all CGI, and his CGI is not believable when I watch it. You know who I'm talking about because
I know
you
you're
saw
right.
it.
It's-
I did not believe his CGI because he's supposed to look more human than Colossus. I think the reason Colossus, you look at him and you go, that's
He's a
fine.
metal man.
It's because he's a metal man. He's
Yeah.
like totally not in the realm of reality. So like seeing him CGI, you're like,
know.
I'm fine. I can accept that. That was
CGI,
fine.
it wasn't that
When they
great.
try to CGI like skin and stuff like that,
It's because
Doesn't
you
work.
hit that, what is that called?
Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny Valley, and
Yeah.
before it gets. We're humans. We look at each other's faces. We could pick up the subtlest details. Like CGIing that is gonna be.
so they
flawed.
tried
yeah.
to CGI that, and
You
it just
know?
wasn't believable.
I mean, that's
in
what
my
you
mind,
get someone like Thanos. Like, fuck, he looks great. Like he
Thanos
looks
looked
like a
great.
character.
They did it. They
You
pulled
know,
it off.
but then you get someone like not Call Obsidian, the chick with the spear. Like she looked a little like off. Like
Right.
she didn't work.
Oh,
Proxima Midnight. So
Oh, yeah, that's
like when
what
Proxima Midnight, some seasons I was like,
right.
oh, she looks like a World of
Gotcha.
Warcraft character.
Yeah.
So
thrown
you
in
gotta
the
be
middle of
really
everyone.
careful playing with that CGI
Yeah.
character. They managed to do it with Thanos, which was like impressive.
His skin texture and like some
Yeah.
hair and
like they
all
fucked
that,
it up
the
with
light.
Steppenwolf and
Oh, it was
Justice
so
League.
terrible,
He did not
dude.
pull it off, you know. And it's like so you got to be really careful with doing shit like that. And they tried it in Deadpool. It works for Colossus. It didn't work.
Yeah,
for
if
the
you're
other
also if you're in the chat right now, please no fucking spoilers at all. There's people who haven't seen Deadpool or Solo or anything like that. That's
Right.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen Deadpool, but you liked Deadpool 1, go see Deadpool 2. It's as much fun. It's, you know, them making a lot of pop culture references. They really don't pull any punches on referencing like other Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Fucking
It's
There's
easy.
also,
hilarious.
that stuff's also in the trailer too, so
How-
you get a sense of that.
How gory is the movie?
Super fucking gory.
Oh, dude,
Well,
there
it's
were,
like
there
he
were
can't
times
die,
that Cat had to
so,
go like
yeah.
this.
Really? Because Katie
Oh,
hates.
Katie's
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Cat had to look. Cat had to
Katie-
look away.
Katie can't hang
and I would go, "Oh my god!" Like I would see some stuff.
There's
I'd be
also
like,
a trailer.
Jesus.
There's a trailer they played before the movie. That's like an R-rated trailer.
Oh,
and
upgrade?
And it's so yeah.
Oh,
Where I'm just like,
oh my god, Upgrade is fucking.
Upgrade looks sick.
It looks sick,
sick,
but
but
it's
the
brutal.
trailer, Cat couldn't watch it. I was like,
It's
oh my
so
god,
cool.
watching it. I was like, fucking hell.
That movie knows what it is and is not taking itself seriously, and that's
Like,
why it
I'll
works.
say it because
that's why it
it's-
looks like it works.
I'll say it because it's in the trailer.
Blumhouse, too.
There's one
Yeah.
point where who's the main character in it?
I don't
Who
remember
plays
his
him?
name.
Whatever. The guy who plays him, who looks like Tom Hardy but isn't.
Yeah.
He he takes a knife and he puts it in a guy's mouth.
Yep.
And then he pulls back
Yeah.
so his mouth splits open
Yeah.
and his head like comes up like that.
It's
They
in the-
show it in the
It's
trailer.
almost the Red Band.
And that's how
trailer,
we got
to be
those
fair.
scars.
I was like, holy, exactly. He jokers him like
Yeah.
right there, but full view, and I'm like, oh my god!
It was like the
I
camera
didn't-
was like this, like
I
right up on
couldn't
it. So you could
believe
only
it.
see
I was
It
that.
looks like fun.
Fuck.
There's a dude with a fucking shotgun for a hand.
Yeah,
and he
like
just
an
loads it
armed
into
shotgun.
his
Oh,
fucking wrist.
that's a great
and then
point.
shoots it.
I will say for anybody going to see Deadpool 2, they have a quote unquote post credit scene because they have like a drawn credit thing where it's like they have like
Yeah.
drawings and it's like
Wow,
so and so played by whoever, you know,
Right.
and then there's a little scene after that. Then they roll the credits. There's no scene after that, so
really?
you don't have to
Oh,
stay
wow.
until the
There's,
very end.
there's too many post credits. Is kind of what happens.
Yeah, there isn't one after the full credit scene, so don't bother staying until the very end. We did it. There's
Yeah.
nothing there. So
There's like a fun little one, and then there's one that actually
It sets up something.
affects some exposition.
Okay.
A little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I was going to see it last weekend, but I got sick, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like,
Yeah.
It's
Definitely check it out.
my friend is having a bachelor party weekend starting
Oh.
tomorrow, so like literally they're picking me up at like 8 a.m. and we're going down to San Marcos. So I think we're all gonna float the river and get hammered, and then maybe see if we can find a draft house and go see Deadpool.
Nice.
So.
it's good. Yeah, go
That's
see.
a
It's
good
fun.
weekend.
Before we get
Yeah.
away from superheroes, I do want to retcon what I said because I had to look it up in Death of Wolverine because he's died multiple times, but like
Yeah.
this is his official. Yeah, he drowns in adamantium. I forgot about that. But there is
drowns in
another
it?
comic series where like his clone or is another like future past self or whatever like takes him into a cave, beheads himself, and then he walks out by himself. Like there was like almost like two worlds collided, and they're like there can't be two of us. I've lived my life, and
They
then
draw straws.
Yeah, so he kills himself basically. And
Then
he
it's just the
walks out.
prestige. Is all
Or
it is.
something like that. I don't know.
Speaking of prestige,
Super casual
Jeremy,
comic fan right
what do
here.
you have on your iPad
How is that
there?
speaking of prestige? That's not even
no,
nothing there.
nothing.
I
at
was like,
all.
why are you going?
Well, there are men in the prestige.
There are
That
men.
movie?
There are men in
There
there.
are men in
and
the prestige.
this is 4 men. This is a very relatable ad read for me, anyways. But this episode of Off Topic is also brought to you by Hims. So did you know that 66% of men start losing their hair by age 35? If you're Jeremy, you start losing your hair by age 21, somewhere around there. So 66%, that's 2 out of every 3 dudes. The thing is, when you start to notice hair loss, it's too late. Trust me. If you have this problem, check out forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Hims provides medical-grade solutions, real doctors who offer quality generic equivalents to name brand prescriptions to help you keep your hair where it belongs. Save time and your hair by going to forhims.com. It's all pretty easy. You'll answer a few quick questions online. Then doctors will review your information and prescribe a solution for you. There's no waiting room and no awkward doctor visits. And I can say that I have done this. I went on to 4Hims. I filled out all the information. They actually do ask a bunch of questions about your medical history and things like that. And I went on there for hair loss because I am losing my hair. And so I went on there, filled out a bunch of stuff. I did get the kit, which contains a lot of stuff. It's not just the finasteride, which is the pills that, you know, help you grow your hair back. It also includes the one I got had a shampoo that you can use to help thicken your hair. It has a topical solution for hair loss, and it had a multivitamin that all came with it. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff with that. So you can order now. Our viewers get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now, while supplies last. See website for full details. Just go over there, check it out, see if it's for you. This would cost you hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. It's so easy to use Hims. Go to forhims.com/off-topic. That's forhims.com/off-topic. And go ahead and figure out your hair loss stuff. See what your options are. See what they say. They'll give you the information that you need. Trust me, it's good stuff. Yeah, that hair loss stuff. I have all that stuff at home. I take their multivitamins every day and stuff like that. And I use the shampoo. I have the topical solution and the finasteride. I never really brought it up on Off Topic, and I said I was going to bring it up on Off Topic, that I actually did have like a medical procedure done for my hair loss.
You were talking about that. That's
Right,
crazy.
yeah. I never really brought it up, but like, so this whole front of my head doesn't really grow hair anymore. There's 2 spots right here that are like bad, like don't grow hair anymore, and then the rest of it's kind of thinning out. I was trying to grow my hair for the past like month or so, and then I shaved it so I could paint my face like Kratos the other day. And like literally, that's why I shaved
Yeah,
it.
as one
It
does.
looked good
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
it worked
was-
out.
It was
As a
good.
grown man does.
But like, so I had this procedure done, called PRP. This fucking thing.
Okay.
Fuck. So PRP
emotions
stands
here?
for a platelet-rich plasma. That's what it stands for. So what they do in this procedure is they take out blood. They get blood out of you, and it's a fuck ton of blood.
Can you bring your own blood?
Maybe, but they might question where you got it from.
Just a bucket of blood.
And BYOB,
Yeah.
right?
I got
Bring
your
own
sample
blood.
already.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's like a syringe like that big and that thick, and it was filled with blood, like all the way.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
so I was like, holy shit, as they were pulling it out of me. I'm like, stop. That's a lot, that's a lot. So they take that, they put it in a centrifuge, spin the fuck out of it, and that separates it. So then you have your red blood cells on the bottom, which are like almost black because
Yeah.
there's so much red. Then you have like this golden liquid above it and a little bit above it. So then that's the white blood cells and the platelets, and then above that's the plasma.
Yep.
So they take the combination of those two, the platelets and the plasma, and they take that, it's like kind of a clear goldish color, and they re-inject it into where you need it. So they used to do PRP for, I mean, they do it for a bunch of shit. Originally what they used it for was to repair tendons and joints. If you had joint problems or tendon problems, they inject it into that. And it kind of
yeah.
reinvigorates like that area and gets your body to kind of naturally heal it. It just like gets jump started.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So then they started using it for hair loss. So I went in and did it. I was like, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see if it gets my hair to grow back. You need to do like 2 to 3 treatments at least. I've done 1 and I have my next one coming up next month. It fucking hurts. It hurts. It fucking hurts. They took it out and the
Are they
doctor-
allowed to numb you, or does that interfere
Yes.
with it?
No, they do numb you. So the doctor was talking to me. Great guy. He was fucking awesome. And he's like, all right, I'm just going to break it down for you. It's going to be like 30 to 40 needles in your head.
Jesus
Right?
Christ.
And he's like,
Like Doctor
so,
Strange in it.
yeah, he's like, we can do that and just kind of rub like a topical anesthetic on your head. He's like, which will take away some of the pain. And he's like, or we can inject the nerves that go into your scalp with anesthetic,
Which is painful
which
in
will
itself.
hurt like
Yeah.
hell, but then you won't feel anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just do the needles. I'd rather take
Yeah.
6 needles than take 30 needles. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So he's like, okay, so the nerves that go into your scalp are here, right? Because there's nerves that, like, you can feel grooves in your skull right above your eyes, and that's where all the nerves come out. So there's nerves there. So you can inject those here. There's 2 here,
Oh.
That's like
Feel my
temples and
scalp.
shit,
right?
yeah.
Like right down. Well, your temples are up here, but like these
Okay,
are
well,
down here
they're
next to
here.
yours, and then
My
there's 2 in the
scalp.
back of your skull. So I lay down. He puts ice on my head to try and numb the skin a little bit.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
injects this one, and I'm like, all right, that wasn't bad. I was like, is that what they're gonna be? Because that wasn't bad at all. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, fucking inject the shit out of me. I'm like, you just numb the fuck out of me. He's like, all right, cool. He injects this one, and it hurts so goddamn bad. He like puts
what
the
was the
anesthetic
difference?
in there. I don't know. It's just this
It
one
could
didn't
just
hurt.
be-
This
Did
one
you
I
miss
felt
it?
like a little pinch, and he was also great because he really felt bad about what he was doing. Like, he would go, you know, all doctors go, all right, little pinch, you're gonna feel a little pain, right? And then
Yeah,
they
it's
inject
like
you. They always do
incredible
that.
pain,
But he
yeah.
would go, all right, you're gonna feel a little pain right here. Sorry. Like he would do that. So he injected this one. It hurt like fucking hell. I was sitting there, I was going, "Argh!" And then like he took the needle out, and all of this went dead. I couldn't feel
Yeah.
a thing right here.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
And so then he injected these, which really fucking hurt, and that numbed this, and then he did this one again and gave
He
more
must
to
have
it.
missed it or something.
Right. So then he starts injecting my
that's-
head.
What if it never comes back? What if you can never
Right.
express
Like,
with the
literally,
scalp?
I was like, I felt like my head was like my scalp was melting over my
Yeah.
face. So then he starts injecting my head with all this shit. And the thing is, the injection, the actual stick in the needle, doesn't hurt that bad. Little pinch, it's fine. The actual injection hurts. It feels like your head's inflating because they're putting stuff in under the skin.
Right.
So you can feel your scalp kind of pushing away from your head.
Oh.
And you're like, "Argh!" And like he would do that. And then he does all that. He's going to do some of the back around here. And he's like, this is going to be about 8 needles. We haven't numbed to this area because we didn't do the back ones. He's like, I just did the rub on. Do you just want to go for the 8? And I was like, just do it. Just go for it. So he did that. Fucking Christ. Like, imagine you had a horrible sunburn on there and then someone's just going like that. It's just literally what it felt like.
So would you have rather numbed by the
I would-
nerves
numbing is way better.
and then done the needles, or just all the needles with
After
the
feeling what
topical?
the needles felt like, which is the topical thing,
Yeah.
no. It felt awesome.
So wait, you have to go through this another
At
time?
least
and-
3
more
times.
times,
So I have to
right?
do it 2 more
Yeah,
times.
Jesus, dude.
At least.
I would have been like, just knock me out.
But I'm gonna try it.
that'd be
I like
yeah,
having a
do
shaved
that.
head, honestly. Like, I don't think it looks that bad. I like having a shaved head.
No, it looks good.
But I do like the option of having hair again.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to have hair at some point, but this is all fucking gone. And the reason this is such a maintenance, shaving my head over and over again.
It really
It's harder
is.
than getting like haircuts every now and again because you're gonna do it like every other day. Like just shave your whole fucking head. It takes forever. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. If you're losing hair and want to try the PRP thing, I'll let you know how it goes. But
Have you go back to like we talked about dentist stuff earlier. The only time I ever had anything like that was when like my dentist Novocaine me, but he hit the nerve in my mouth, and he was just like,
it's fucking painful.
yeah, it hurt a lot, and then I didn't feel anything for like a day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, my
A
closest.
day?
well, people have different
dentist
recovery
you
times.
going
Yeah. That was back in South Carolina, where all my
okay.
dental work has been redone since then. So
Yeah.
you know,
My closest experience, but the only time I really had something like that was when my sister's dollhouse fucked me up.
Dude, Alfredo was asleep.
Novocaine
The dollhouse opened the door.
Long story short, I rolled off of the bunk bed onto her dollhouse.
Oh,
It sliced my chin open, and then I had to. The doctor was wearing glasses, and I saw him just 8 fucking needles, shots in, just right into it, and just start stitching it up.
yep.
Alfredo, you got my dollhouse bloody.
Oh, it was bloody.
That's-
Yeah,
It was
when
bloody.
I-
over my
dude,
dollhouse.
what you started that story with, I fell off the bunk bed, and I'm like, that's at least like a 6-foot drop, right? Like,
Bunk beds are
yeah.
rough. Yeah.
No, it was rough. It was right onto the edge of that dollhouse.
I was
Barbie,
secretly hoping Landon
Barbie
would roll off the
fucked
bunk
my
bed when I
shit
was
up.
sleeping in that
Oh yeah.
room with him.
I remember when I was a kid wanting a bunk bed so bad. I didn't have like a brother
Don't
or
do it.
sister or anything. I was like,
Dude,
yeah,
there's
bunk
so many
bed would be so
injuries.
cool. I could like have it up there.
so many injuries.
I finally got one. I slept in the top bunk once because in the middle of the night I was like, I woke up to get water. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get up and slam my head into the ceiling. And I was like, all right,
Bunk
I'll
beds
sleep
are
in the
not
bottom bunk for
not
forever now.
worth it.
Yeah,
Like
The
I can
only time I
understand being
bunked
like
was freshman year dorm. You know, you bunk so you can get your floor space.
Yeah.
For activities. And, like, which is a quote that's been killed to death. But like, I put like a mini fridge and a TV under my bed, and then my roommate put the futon couch thing under his bed, so we had like
I still
area
like
to do shit.
I-
They were
and
tiny
still-
ass
I
yeah,
still
rooms.
like a
did it.
bunk bed. Like I still like one only because I don't want sun to get to my regular bed.
That's
like-
what blinds are for, man.
Well,
What?
I mean, I can't have one now.
I mean, he doesn't have
your
he doesn't have
bed's
walls.
outside?
Come on.
You got windows?
The room I was in when I was younger, there was like a window like right here and a window like right there, like where the bed's in the middle of it. You could see sun pretty much wherever. So I was like, this is the perfect overhang for me to be able to sleep all day. I don't have to worry about any of this.
in my you're a weirdo. In my
Sleeps
in
with
my dorm
sunglasses
room
on.
when I first went to college, I think was in a dorm room for a year, but we didn't have the bunk bed thing. We just had regular
Yeah.
beds on either side of the room, and there was enough room on each wall for a bed and a desk. Like that's what we had on the side for each room. Then we had the little pats in the middle. That's what everyone's room looked like. And what sucked is that our room, the blinds were shit.
Yeah.
Like you could close the blinds, and by that I mean instead of like fully open, they were slightly tilted down. Right?
So that way, instead of fully nude, they could see part nude.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The good
So-
stuff.
And also, my room was very handily right next to the main entrance to the entire dorm building.
Oh, that sucks.
Like literally just to the right of it. So anytime maybe I had Kat over and my roommate wasn't there, or I was like, hey, we got the room to ourselves. I'm like, hey, baby, I gotta tell you, we need to be hidden. I was like, is that blind is just open for any parents that are coming to visit their kids, anyone that wants to walk in the building.
in front of
Get
it.
the college
Get your own
experience right out of the
blinds.
gate.
Oh, it was just like
Make your own blinds.
Yeah,
not
pin light.
great.
Yeah.
Dude, and I
Some
loved
nails.
I loved that dorm room because I don't know if I've said this before or not, but my roommate was awesome. I loved him. He was a great guy. He was like one of the gayest men I've ever known in my life. And so we went to art school, so we decorated our walls with kind of artwork that we liked or cartoons that we liked and stuff like that. So you walked in our room and it was like the right half where I was, you had like Spider-Man and Transformers and like all these comic books and things like that. And then on the other side of the room, you had like the Little Mermaid, Sailor Moon, like all these characters up on the wall. And you walked in, it was just like the stark contrast. It was great.
There's a line drawn down the middle.
I would sit there and watch whatever shows. I mean, I would just watch Who's Line and stuff like that. Like if I had the TV and stuff like that. He watched some anime called Wedding Peach. Have you ever heard of this?
Never.
No.
There's an anime
no.
called Wedding Peach where this girl. It was like Sailor Moon. I guess
Yeah.
I've never seen Sailor Moon either, but like she like saved the world superhero type thing. And it's an anime, so she'd go through some whole transformation into her suit.
That's like half the show is the transformation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
They did
exactly.
play the same animation every episode. And like, so first she'd transform and be in a wedding dress, then immediately transform again into like a combat suit. Right? And then she was like, and then she'd fight. So I saw several seasons of that show, and there it is!
Without like even a
mid-transformation.
Oh my
There's
God.
Wedding Peach, and so I saw almost every. I saw several seasons of that, and I saw almost every season
It's
of
grown-up Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw almost every
actually,
season
mostly.
of Veronica Mars. Is the other show that he watched. I
Gotcha.
watched a fuck ton of
I
Veronica
haven't
Mars.
seen that either.
Yep. I saw it as I was in my bunk, well, not my bunk bed, but in my bed, just working on whatever.
The
Take
weird is
that.
like just thinking about my dorm because someone in the chat asked like it doesn't like I don't know if it matters how many people are going to Purdue right now. I don't know, but like I was in the Wiley dorm. I know exactly which room it was on the ground floor. It's facing the recreation fields, and it was weird to me when Gavin went to Purdue to do a couple videos. I don't know if it was like sponsored or whatever, but it was funny because the GoPro, or he like launched up a rocket or something and a GoPro fell and they had to go find it. It was literally like launched from, out of where my dorm was. I could watch where it launched and watch where it fell. And I was like, holy shit, that's so weird to see like,
Yeah, that's bizarre.
he's picking up his webcam or his
yeah.
GoPro like in eyesight of where I spent my freshman year of college. It's so strange.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's that. That's weird
That's
animes.
that.
Weird animes in dorm rooms.
Never lived that
I,
dorm
I
life.
never got hooked into anime at all. Like I just,
Me neither.
I never got
some
picked up
really
on
good
it. I
anime.
mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
Cat-
some really good ones. Like I'm a fan, but there's definitely some really weird ones
Yeah,
too. Where it's
yeah.
like I think my friend was trying to explain one to me. I don't know the name of it, but the girl had a beanie that could turn into a penguin that had power. I don't know. It had powers or some shit.
I mean, why not?
He
what
was
school
like-
did she go to?
I,
That's all I know about anime. They're
Show it to
always
Purdue.
in school.
They are always in school.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Kat and I have recently been watching through. I mentioned this in the last off topic. We were watching through Pokemon again, the original Pokemon series, because she's never seen it now, and she's addicted to Pokemon Go like I am.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we should watch it then. I mean, you know all these Pokemon now. We should just watch the show, and then you'll see fucking Primate being a dick and Psyduck
I
being an
fucking
idiot.
love Primate being a dick.
Right, yeah.
He's only a dick for like 3 episodes. but
Right.
he's a
So
dick.
I'm like, we gotta watch it. It's fucking stupid. Like,
Oh,
not
yeah.
only is it a kids show, but it's an anime, and it makes no fucking sense.
The worst part is though, like if you watch the newer Pokemon compared to that, like the original Pokemon had like a story where it's like, oh, we're going somewhere. I can kind of get it. The new ones, it's like we're just doing it. We're still here.
I mean, I'm
That's
sure.
it.
Yeah. Like, I watched so much of it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know why are they doing this. Why are they now at this place? Like it's a weird mixture of American and Japanese culture
Yeah.
It's like
Where
they
it's like,
claim they're in America
look at
because they
this-
talk about Las Vegas all the
They
they're
do.
talking about Las Vegas.
I
and
love
places like
the
that.
line of
Or
like,
in Japan.
look at this
Las
sandwich.
Vegas still
it's a
exists
rice
to the
ball.
Japanese people.
Yeah, but like the thing
donuts.
is,
It's
it's
it
not
just
like
exists.
it's not like we're gonna fly to here and go to Las Vegas. It's like they act like they're in
Went there last weekend.
Well, that's I mean,
one
Solid
area.
City, the
Right.
game corner.
exactly,
Yeah.
and like, but they're just like then at the same time like very Japanese culture style things where like they like sit down and have a tea. They like at the tables on the floor where they're kind of on their knees like having tea. They do that and stuff like that, and it's just like very Japanese culture things.
Well, that's even the episode with Primeape. He's like, check out these jelly donuts.
Okay, and then
it's like a
translation
rice
doesn't make
ball,
any
yeah.
fucking sense. Yeah, they
Yeah.
call the rice balls jelly-filled donuts. Don't know, because the translation just didn't work.
Yeah.
But it just, we watch the show, and Kat so often goes, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, I didn't think that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When,
I mean,
when
yeah.
Jesse and James, Team Rocket, who are apparently 15 years old or something like
they're like
that.
15,
Right.
Like
16.
14, 15.
A couple years
When-
older than Nash.
James goes to his old family's estate because his parents have died and they're in the coffins and they're like, James needs to show up and then marry this fiance because then he'll inherit the whole estate.
That was the
And then
thing.
he goes
They
and the
were-
parents pop out
Yeah,
of the
they were
coffins
dead.
because it's some elaborate ruse to get James to show up. And then they're
What
like,
the fuck?
we got you, James. Time to marry Jezebel. Not Jesse. Jezebel, who
yeah.
looks just like Jesse. But she attacks him with a whip and holds him down
Yeah.
with the whip and stuns
She
him with a
beat the
bio
shit
plume.
out of him,
And
for
she
sure,
beats the
yeah.
shit out of him. And he's like, Growly, save me. And the Growler shows up to save him. And then, like, he's trying to get forced married. And the parents like, you're going to marry. And he runs away with Team Rocket again. Makes no fucking sense. All of it's insane.
Well, that plot line
fucking
right there
insane.
bothered the shit out of me because it ruined the rest of the show. Where I'm like, that motherfucker is rich.
He's rich.
What-
No, but
Yeah.
only if he marries. He won't get the inheritance if he doesn't
Who
marry
gives a shit?
Jezebel.
Why the hell didn't Jesse kill Jezebel and take her place?
Because he can't kill on a kid's show.
You
You can reference death a lot.
You can
forced
force
marriage,
kill in a
apparently,
kid's
but-
show.
You can force marriage all day
Yeah.
you want. Because his fiance was chosen when he was like 9.
Like, let's be real. Ash died the first fucking episode. He got electrocuted.
No, he
He's
died
dead.
when the haunter pulled his
Well,
ghost
that
out
too,
of his body.
He went into the mansion, got scared, died, and then that was the episode.
He
It's
didn't
like,
get scared. A chandelier fell
he-
on him. And the haunter pulled his soul out of his body.
Christ.
Fucking hell.
Pokemon are weird.
Someone had a
the
weird
first-
fetish when they wrote
Yeah,
all that.
shit.
the first bit of Pokemon did shit like that, where it's like, oh yeah, Ash died this episode, and
Yep.
then he played around with Hunter, and now Hunter's his best buddy.
Yep, it made no sense. Fuck
In
it.
the new ones, it's very much just like I'm the best because Ash, and that's it. He
Well,
sucks
he also
ass. but-
froze in the movie and it turned
He
to
turned to stone
in the
and
movie.
then
That movie
they
was-
cried him back to life.
That movie was fucking bullshit. Even when I was a kid.
No shit, that movie was
Pokemon, the
bullshit.
first movie was fucking bullshit. Because it was like, all right, oh shit, Mewtwo, and then like you had like Blastoise and Charizard versus like their other half.
clones.
The
Yeah,
clones.
the clones with the cooler designs.
And then at the end, it's like, oh, friendship. We must all be friends. I was like, even when I was a kid, I was like, fuck that, man. I'm taking my ancient Mew card. I'm getting the fuck out this theater.
That's why it wasn't bullshit, because you went there, you got your gold-plated thing from McDonald's, you got your card from the theater, and you had the best deck of all.
what
Because
kind
they weren't
of...
official.
No, no one
kinda
played the
ending?
ancient Mew card in a fucking game.
I would love for
You
someone
couldn't
to
even read it.
I play Stone Tablet in defense mode.
It was
not so fast.
it was a little sad when Pikachus were slapping each other, though. I was like, oh.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
they were crying
Yeah, I
while
was like,
slapping
oh.
each other. Oh.
These are the most fucked up clones.
That-
Like, Mew's this cute little cat thing, and they're like, and I've made the best clone we can. And
It's like
so
a
fucked up,
6 foot tall embryo.
Villain now.
We never talked about how Mewtwo killed people.
Mewtwo fucking
yeah, he
committed
did.
murder.
He killed
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
scientist
Beginning,
blew up,
Jack,
didn't
I know
it?
you haven't seen Pokemon.
I have no idea what the fuck
Yeah,
you guys
sorry,
are talking
yeah.
about.
Let me tell you.
we
Let me
went
tell
all
you right
Pokemon.
here.
Yeah.
Right? There's a Pokemon called a Mew.
Yeah,
It's a little
yeah.
cat thing, and it gave birth to like every Pokemon that exists.
Cute as the Dickens.
In its DNA is the DNA for every Pokemon that exists. It's like, ooh, Mew, it's super powerful. So people go, we want to clone Mew. We want to make a new one. They try to make a clone. They call it Mewtwo. Mewtwo is this giant, like 6 foot tall cat with tubes around it, and it looks like an embryo that hadn't made it.
It has 3 fingers that
Right?
have balls.
It looks like a midway abortion. So you've got Mewtwo.
A test tube abortion.
And it's in a tube, and the movie starts. There's scientists, and they're like, "Oh, Mewtwo, he'll be the greatest." And it goes to Mewtwo, and you can hear them in the tube. And he's like, "They don't care about me.
really-
They just want to make Mew."
Really
right?
quick, I'm gonna also attach the darker story, which is Dr. Fiji, who cloned Mew,
Yeah.
his daughter is also being cloned.
Yeah,
because she was dying. So Mewtwo psychically connected with Dr. Fiji's daughter.
He did.
Who died?
There they are.
Who died? There's Mew and
Yeah.
Mewtwo. See? So then,
I'm gonna grab him by his neck handle and just
Yeah, that
doesn't
doesn't
even
strangle
matter.
him up.
so then he is in the tube. He's like, they don't care about me. They just want to make Mew. He breaks out of the tube, and they're like, we have Mewtwo. We did it. We made a Pokemon and stuff like that. And he goes like, you don't care about me. Fucking kills all of them.
Yeah.
Kills
Yeah.
every fucking
Huge
scientist in the place.
explosion, and then what happens is out of the explosion, there's essentially these Infinity Stones, and then they have to have and then from there, the Pokemon have to fight in a Quidditch tournament to win the stones.
and Hufflepuff.
None of that's true, but he
just
does
have
kill
to be
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
He
yeah.
kills people and then like kidnaps people too, where he straight up like sends them to the island, right?
And he brainwashes them, yeah.
Yeah.
Joy, he turns Joy into a
And then one of the
Sure.
Pokemon was like, I will find you and I will hunt you down. And it was weird. It was just
Yeah.
so many
So
different.
you've
like-
hit Infinity War, Taken, and
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Well,
All right,
Ash fought
anyways.
Ash fought a Donphin, so that was cool.
So,
did. He did
Matt,
find
what
it.
was the moral of this podcast?
I got no morals, man.
That's some good improv acting right
I was
there.
really hoping for a nice little
Yeah.
bit where Matt would be like, well, audience, it's about that time that we wrap up. What did we learn today? And the camera would slow zoom in, and like a nice little vignette would come in, and the lights would fade in, and they'd get a little pink, and some music would come in, because broadcast is always on their toes. and it'd be like,
No,
instead,
you missed my moral. I have no morals.
There it is.
There you go.
Like a
Hey,
real
ladies and
Hufflepuff.
gentlemen, I want to let you know that if you have teeth that aren't straight, or hair that doesn't grow, or eye strain, we gave you ways to deal with that. At the same time, we also talked about the fact that animes are weird and sometimes shouldn't be watched by the general public. I also want to let you know that sometimes getting a needle is fine in your head, and it's okay. And if you're getting your wisdom teeth taken out, drugs are fun. If you've never tried drugs before, go for it. I also want to let you know that Raft is fun, and we also talked about
Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones.
And more Harry Potter.
Infinity
And
Stones
Pokemon and
show up
anime.
in Deadpool when he wears them around his crotch. And that gives him the power to snap his testicles together and delete half the universe.
Spoiler.
And of
His
course,
testicles.
and
together.
of course, I also want to let you know. What else did we talk about? We talked about something else.
Well, now I'm just thinking about how Thanos
talk
could have
about
had an
Milky
Infinity
Mom.
Gauntlet on his penis and used his balls like a Newton's
So if
cradle
you
in order
ever
to kill
wanna
everybody.
Newton's.
Talking about Hufflepuffs are the best.
If you,
talk about Hufflepuff.
so the next time you equip your Infinity Codpiece, make sure that you're part of Hufflepuff when you do it, because Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy don't have to be the center of every story. You can just be a fat badger and then really celebrate the life of Hufflepuff, or you could be a smart hawk and then that's Ravenclaw. They both need attention as well. Thank you for watching. My name's Jeremy. I'm joined by a bunch of other people. Off Topic is going to end this week. We'll see you for the post show. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.